LakeTV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Vera Cruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are. It's time for the Burger Smokehouse pregame show. Burger Smokehouse, simple tradition since 1952. And now your hosts, William Holtz.
William Holtz here with LakeTV, and I got California head coach Marty Albertson, and they're fresh off a big 33-7 win a week ago over Warsaw. Coach, how did you guys pull off the big win at Warsaw?
Well, I thought we played kind of slow first half, but second half we came out and took care of business, and the kids played a lot better second half, so hopefully we're on a good roll now.
Yeah, now 1-2, kind of reminiscent of last year. Tough early schedule, struggle a little bit, then you get going to win 6 out of 7. What do you see in Versailles' team tonight different from maybe a year ago?
Well, they get some good kids, good running back, and they're running a lot of I formation, power sweeps, and that kind of thing. And then their quarterback's an athlete. He can hurt you, too, if you don't watch him. So I see them a much improved team.
And then for you guys, I mean, obviously every team battles injuries, but you guys have gotten hit very hard, very early by the injury bug. Talk about your replacements tonight and what you've thought of the young guys filling in so far.
Well, I tell you what, our young guys have stepped up and have done a pretty good job. But, we've got 10 out right now. And so, you kind of look at that at the beginning of the season and say 10 out. What do we do? And right now, we got sophomores that are playing, and we even got a freshman that's playing. So I guess you got to go with the next best you got.
Coach, not to throw you for a loop, but through 3 weeks, obviously so many young kids in there. Has there been one that's really stood out to you thus far?
Well, I think Dakota Henry at running back, sophomore, he's ran the ball well for us. And then Kyle Riley's played linebacker for us, and he stepped in and did a good job too.
Well, Coach, 1-2 teams very hungry, very, very ready to prove something tonight. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's Marty Albertson, head coach of the California Pintos. Back to you and me in the booth. And here we are, Matt, back in the booth. And as you heard Coach Albertson say, obviously injuries been a big, big part of that. But one consistent part of the California offense is quarterback Jacob Wolken, the junior. He's Hy-Vee's spotlight player of the game in tonight's broadcast. And he's a kid that you saw a year ago. They started 0-2, and then they string off 6 out of 7 wins. He looked very, very impressive. And Wolken had himself an incredible ball game last week. Rushed for over 125 yards and a score. But the stat that I want you guys to pay attention to is his efficiency running has been great. 231 yards, 6 yards per carry, and a couple of scores. But the 1 touchdown through the air with 4 interceptions is a ratio they're going to have to improve on. We're going to take a short break for the national anthem. We'll be right back on the Burger Smokehouse pregame show after this. Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
chances are you'll be back!
Mention this Chances Are commercial on LakeTV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protection.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food?
Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
Back here on Lake TV, it's your Burger Smokehouse pregame show. We got a Tri-County matchup, California Pintos, and right before we went to break, they're taking on the Versales Tigers, and we were talking about young quarterback Jacob Wolkin, and one thing we want to see is him make better decisions, and he's done pretty well thus far, but his touchdown to turn or interception ratio 1-4, something he looks to improve on tonight, and it's a defense that he could probably do that against. He's going to have an opportunity. Now let's look at the Versales Tigers. Very, very young as far as experience, but you've also got some playmakers. Let's start with our spotlight player of the game, high V player Shane Randall.
Yeah, Shane Randall is the running back. He also plays defensive end, number 32. He transferred over from Eldon, Missouri, joining the Versales Tigers for his senior year. Stands about 6 foot, 210 pounds. What this guy does on the defensive side of the ball is huge. He's got 10 tackles, but 6 of those are for a loss. So this guy's got big play capability on the defensive side of the ball. So look for him to stop the run and get into the backfield of the California Pintos tonight.
Yeah, great point, Matt. Only 10 tackles, but 6 of those for a loss. And you look at 3 games, 6 tackles for a loss. That means 2 plays he blows up in the backfield for a loss. What that does is it change the whole complexion of what you're going to do on that particular drive. And you see the Tigers now coming onto the field. And it's a small crowd tonight, but it's an early start due to the rain projected. Obviously, a lot of storms around the area, and we are projected to get hit very, very hard. Of course, we're going to stay here regardless. Rain or shine, we'll have the game for you live here on Lake TV. And when you talk about the Versales Tigers, Matt, you think about their head coach, Brock Silvers. He's in his 5th season with the Tigers, and he's only won 5 ball games. But I'll tell you what, he never did shy away from what he said he was going to do. He was going to develop a system, and he was going to stick to it. Now we're in the 5th year of that system, and we're starting to see the fruit, pay off for the hard work and the dedication, sticking to the game plan. Not a lot of athletes to choose from in Versailles, and that's no disrespect to the athletes they do have, because they've got some particularly great athletes, but they don't have a lot to choose from, and the numbers when you come out to football at this school are down from schools across the Tri-County Conference. And so Coach Silvers and his young coaching staff has have their hands tied and their work cut out for them, but they've done a really nice job. Coach, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, they're coming off a 3-7 season last year, so their record might not indicate that they're turning the corner. But Brock Silvers, like you said, has got a plan in place. He's sticking to his program. He's going to work it. He's got some good kids in here, and he felt like last year, the record might not have showed it, but they did show some improvement, and he's looking to continue that here in the 2016 season.
Yeah, that 3-7 record was big because he hadn't won more than a game in his tenure yet, and so 3-7 was a big moral victory and something they look to carry over now. We had an opportunity to talk with Coach Silvers earlier tonight. Lake TV, now we have head coach of the Versales Tigers, Brock Silvers. And, Coach, you guys got off to a fast start and then stumble a little bit. What are you looking for in tonight's game?
Yeah, stumble's not, it's to be expected. Class 3 schools, both very good, both state ranked from last year. I thought our kids played extremely well last week at Blair Oaks. Obviously, the scoreboard doesn't show that. Our kids played hard. If we play that hard, we're going to be pretty competitive in the rest of our games.
Yeah, actually that score did stick out at me to go into Blair Oaks and to hold them to 36 points on their turf. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, and they scored 70 both times against us last year, week 9 and 10. So, yeah, we played a lot better. They've graduated some kids, obviously, but our kids played great. I'm not going to take that away from us. Now, it wasn't a win, obviously, no moral victory there, but we did play well enough to say, hey, going forward, if we keep playing like that, we'll be pretty competitive here tonight and then the rest of the way.
And you guys are similar with California. The fact you've got some young kids that have really stepped up due to injury early in this season. Touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, and not only that, but we run similar offenses and defenses. So it's kind of like playing ourselves tonight. Really, it's going to come down to a couple execution. It's probably turnover to be the difference, and penalties and key plays. One big touchdown run or something might be the difference in this ball game. I expect if we both play well, it's to be very competitive. But if neither of us doesn't play well, there's probably not going to be a competitive game. So we'll just see how it goes.
Talk a little bit about the addition of the transfer Shane Randall, obviously a big key for you guys. Talk about him and what he means to this ball team.
Yeah, he's an absolute specimen. I coached Shane in 6th grade at MCAC back in the day, so I've known Shane for a long time, and he's a great running back for us, playing some fullback, and he's probably the best defensive end I've coached in a long time. He's a specimen, like I said, out there. Got a motor. Without him, our defense is completely different. So having him on one side of the ball is awesome. I wish I had another guy to go on the other side of that. So, no, Shane's been awesome. Done a great job, good workhorse. Guy that works out really hard, and a 3-sport athlete, too, for our school.
big-time guy on and off the field, as you touched on, Coach. Now, another thing I'd like to talk about with your team is you've been here now with these guys since they've been freshmen. Talk about the camaraderie this team has compared to other teams you've been involved in the past.
Yeah, and that's when they're your guys. When you got guys for 4 years, you know them inside and out, and they know you really well. We've had some coaching changes, so that's changed a little bit. But Coach Kelly and I have been with these guys since the beginning, and they're outstanding. I mean, Devin Radcliffe and Aiden Easton and Gage Smith and those guys, David Connor. There's quite a few of those guys we've been with for 4 years, been in the weight room for us. So I think that's why we're starting to play harder, and they know what to expect. When you're a first-year coach, they don't know how to take you, but we know our kids inside and out, and they know us, and it's really helped us out a bunch this year.
Yeah, certainly, Coach. And as a head coach, you are sitting in your shoes or looking into your shoes a little bit. You got to feel pretty good to be 1-2 and at the portion of your schedule. Well, I feel like everyone you guys play, the rest of it, you really match up well against.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know much about Southern Boone or Osage yet. I haven't seen them on film, but I like our matchup tonight and against Eldon, against Warsaw next week. So, we're getting to a meat of our schedule where if we play well, we can compete. We got to stay away from the injury bug. That'll derail anybody. But yeah, I think if we continue to play well, we'll take care of the stuff and keep getting better. We're going to be okay. We tackled a lot better last week. We got to continue to tackle well. We didn't do a very good job against Fulton, so we're looking to keep going the right way on that, because if you don't tackle well or block well, you never win a game. So it's not about play calls tonight. It's about execution and blocking and tackling, and if we do that well, we'll probably come out with the W.
Coach, good luck tonight. I'll look forward to talking to you after the game. And this is probably one of the very few guys more excited about tonight's game than me. Head coach of the Versales Tigers, Brock Silvers, on LakeTV. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, yeah, and then after the game, buddy? Yeah. Back here in the booth on LakeTV, and it is game time, folks. Thanks to our friends at Burger Smokehouse for sponsoring tonight's pregame show. And now it's time for kickoff, and Versailles is going to receive. California wins the toss, and they're going to defer, and they'll give the ball back, or they'll give the ball to Versailles to start the ball game. So we're going to get a look at this Tiger offense to start the night as Jose Magana will do the kicking duties for the California Pintos. And back for the Versales Tigers, you're going to see Nick Wheaton, and you're also going to see big-time playmaker Grant Hutchinson. Young man we saw last season get injured in the early going, and it was a rather scary injury. One to the spinal cord neck area. Thought the kid's playing future may be in jeopardy. Beautiful advancement in medicine, and he's out playing later in the year. And Magana's kick is a squib picked up there by Hutchinson. He's across the 20, now the 25, the 30 has a hole, and there he goes. Across the 40, still on his feet. He's up to the 43-yard line, and Brock Silvers, Versailles Tigers, start with excellent field position here in the early going.
Yeah, what a great kick return right there. Pick the ball up, getting the best he can, getting out across the 40-yard line. So great starting position here for the Tigers on their opening drive.
Let's go get a 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. You'll see a spread offense from Brock Silver's team. You're going to see David Connor at quarterback tonight for the Tigers. He wears jersey number 10. He's a kid that got to see some action last year at quarterback, not a whole lot. He'll line up under center now with a I formation. Under center. Connor, they give to Hutchinson, tries to get through the first line, and he's going to be taken down there on the tackle. That's Rick Worthy for the Pintos, and just a couple of yards there for Hutchinson. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, the Versailles start with a basic I formation, little running play right up the gut, picking up a couple of yards. Looking at 2nd down and 8 here.
Dobbins checks in now for the Tigers. He'll serve as a tailback. He'll also serve as a wide receiver in different capacities. He's going to line up in the backfield. From the fullback position, you see Randall. So Connor under center. Here's the pitch, and that's on the ground, and Dobbins falls on a nose, still there, now picked up, and that's a disastrous play. I'll tell you what happened, Matt. Rick Worthy blew that play up in the backfield. He had his arms around Connor before the pitch was made on the sweep, and that caused havoc as Dobbins never able to get a handle. And Versailles now will face a 3rd and 18 after that disastrous play. So not a lot of plays in your playbook, Matt, for 3rd and 18 in the early going. We're going to see shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. Snapping, yeah, they're definitely offsides. They were looking for the quick hitter to Hutchinson, but looks like Worthy may have come across that line early, so Versailles gets 5 yards back. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 13. So they get a little closer on the first penalty of the ball game. Worthy's trying to guess that snap count. We saw him blow that play up on second down. That's just from guessing the snap count, and that time he guessed a little early. So 3rd and 13 now. Connor out of the shotgun, still your 4 wide receiver spread set. And once again, we're going to get offside. That's a second consecutive play. And once again, it's number 60, Rick Worthy. And so Versailles now inching their way closer to a first down as back-to-back encroachment called against the California Pintos. So the Tigers, they get all 10 yards back from that terrible play from second down. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Three wide receiver, bottom of your screen. Connor now is going to roll, inside give to Hutchinson. Misdirection, tries to get through the first line, and he's bottled up in the backfield. First man there, Dakota Henry, the sophomore. You heard Coach Albertson mention him in the early going when we talked with him, and I'll tell you what, Henry makes a nice tackle. That's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Got Tigers having a tough go of it here on their first drive of the football game. Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field and going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, there he goes. Connor now steps back a little further. He takes it, looks to punt. That's a good punt. Nobody back. That's going to take a Tiger bounce. Very nicely done. All the way down to about the 7-yard line. And that's where California takes over. So that's a net punt of 50 yards, and California takes over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
So a little sneaky little play there, kind of line up like they're thinking about going for it on 4th down. Connors goes ahead and takes a few steps back, gets a great punt off. Net 50 yards on that punt, so a great play for the Tiger special teams.
Yeah, and you see that type of special team set so much more frequently now today. So as we talked about Wilkin in the early going in the pregame show, we're going to get our first look at him tonight as he's backed up deep in his own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 7. Wilkin takes a snap. He gives it to Friedmeier. Friedmeier lowers his head, and Hutchinson takes him down there after about a gain of 4. So Corey Friedmeier, the ball carrier. Gage Smith also in on the stop for the Tigers. Keep an eye on number 52 tonight, Matt. Gage Smith, a big-time playmaker for Coach Silver's team. So after the short gain, we're going to call it a gain of 5. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 now for the Pintos. Wilkin takes a snap, now rolls to right. It's going to be an option. He pitches it out to Friedmeier, cuts back across, and sound tackling. Connor, the first one there, and he also had help on the play from Devin Radcliffe, senior linebacker, making his first stop of the game, but not until a 7-yard gain and first down for the Pintos. Wilkin takes the snap now, inside give. That's Friedmeier again trying to get outside, and he won't be able to. Nice tackle on the outside. In on the play. I know Gage Smith out there, also number 51 for the Tigers, Michael Stanley, making an impressive stop. That's going to go for a couple-yard loss, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 12 now.
Yeah, great job by the defensive line, staying in their zone, not letting the running back get outside on him, and making a great play in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
So after the negative play, California's faced with 2nd and 11. Wilkin, that one's on the ground, picked up by Friedmeier. He'll be bottled up. Gage Smith, Devin Radcliffe, and also number 55 for the Tigers, Michael Trotter in there. And I'll tell you what, that's a couple of big guys inside you don't want to mess with in Trotter and Radcliffe. They do a nice job anchoring the defensive line here for this Tigers D. So now 3rd down and 14. So on 3rd and 14 now, out of the shotgun is Wilkin. Takes his snap, drops back. It's going to be a screen play. He's got Friedmeier, who's got some blockers. Cuts inside, trying to get to the first down. Sticks very, very close. They're going to spot him at about the 30, and he's got just enough for the first down on 3rd and 14. Taylor Dobbins and Gage Smith in on the stop. That's going to be a California Pinto first down, it looks like. Very nice design on the play, Matt.
Yeah, I was looking to see what they were going to do on that. I was thinking Wilcombe needed to be careful. We talked about his interceptions in the pregame show, so what a great job getting your quarterback into the football game, giving him a nice, easy screen pass to your running back out of the backfield. So good play design there by the Pintos offense.
Yeah, and really, just so you know, just to clear the record for Mr. Wolken, his interceptions typically come late in the ball games through the first couple weeks when they're down and he's really out slinging it. Early in the ball games, they pretty much give him a free leash, but that was a very nice design on that screen, and Versailles isn't able to stop it. So now you see the quarterback option. Wolken's going to keep it. Got good yardage across the 40. Now across midfield, and look at the young man go across the 40. Cuts back now the 30. He's got a lane, and he will go across the 10 to the house. Touchdown from 70 yards out. Jacob Wolken. We do have a flag on the field. We'll wait for the call, but as it stands, 70-yard quarterback keeper, and he made a ton of Versailles Tigers miss.
Yeah, looking really athletic out there. Great job running with the football. Tiptoeing that right-hand sideline, staying in bounds, cutting it back across the middle. Great job just reading the play. Well, looks like that one might be coming back.
Yeah, it definitely was. The flag, not sure what it was, but they do call it against California, and so it's a hold. Oh, okay, there you go. Illegal block in the back against California. First down is good, though, so they do get big-time yardage on the gain by Wolken, so ball was at the 30. They're going to spot it at the 30. So after the penalty, it's going to be a 40-yard run for Jacob Wolken, and it's an impressive play. So 1st and 10 now, ball at the Versailles 30. Tigers very fortunate there's a block in the back. Wolken takes the snap on the quarterback option. He keeps it again, lowers his head, and taken down there. Connor in on the stop. Also in on the start for the Tigers, Nick Wheaton and Devin Radcliffe also in on the tackle.
Number 11, Jacob Walton, quarterback keeper.
And that time Wolken has about 12 yards on the carry, so that's another big carry for him. And California now 1st and 10, ball placed at the 17-yard line. Wolken's out of the shotgun. Here's that spread offense we're accustomed to seeing. He puts his head down. He'll keep it. Cuts inside and taken down by the interior lineman of the defense.
Yeah, so far it looks like the Pintos are trying to work that right side of their offensive line. We've seen a lot of their quarterback keepers, their run design plays from the quarterback running to that side. So maybe they feel that side of the line's a little bit better. Maybe the defensive side of the football is where they're trying to target there on the Versales Tigers.
So 2nd down and 6 now. Ball placed at the 13-yard line of Versailles. Wolken remains out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Now is it going to be an option outside? He's going to be dragged down from behind. Nice piece of tackling by Shane Randall this time. I think Wolken has first down yardage down to the 6. There's another 7-yard gain by Wolken, and he is just picking up these yardage in chunks.
California will have a 1st and goal from the Tigers' 6-yard line.
So that's 3 consecutive runs by Wolken. We had a 40-yard, a 12-yard, and now a 7-yard. Inside give, that's Dakota Henry, the young sophomore, and he's going to catapult his way into the end zone from 6 yards out. And that's the sophomore's first touchdown of the night, and that's your first scoring play of the night. So at 4:41, the Pintos score first at 6-0. They lead the Versailles Tigers. So Dakota Henry, the young man, just sneaks through the line, only stands 5'9", 165 pounds, and he's able to cruise into the end zone from 6 yards out. So Magana now in to attempt the extra point. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So your score is 7-0 California. We'll be back with exclusive coverage of high school football on LakeTV.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger's Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger's Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
Back here on Lake TV, William Holtz, Matt Wamser bringing you exclusive coverage of high school football entire 2016 football season. Tonight, we find ourselves in Versailles, Missouri, and the California Pintos strike first. It was a 10-play, 94-yard drive capped off by the Dakota Henry 6-yard touchdown run. On the drive, 63 yards rushing by quarterback Jacob Wolken. He added another 13 through the air, and we talked about his ability to run the ball, and we saw that on that first drive, Matt.
Yeah, he really is athletic running with the football. He did a great job on that play. I know they lost a few yards to a block in the back, but really showing some poise there. Looks like that drive could have got stalled back here inside their own 20-yard line, but they did a good job of regrouping, picking up a couple of big first downs, and then marching right down the field.
Yeah, one thing for Versailles, you get them back on a 3rd and 14 early in the game. Defense has to find a way to clamp her down and find a way to get their offense on the field. So California set to kick. It's Magana. We saw this just shortly ago. Magana's kick. It's a high end-over-end kick, deep fielded inside his own 5 right there by Wheaton. He's across the 15, now the 20, and he's taken down right there at the 23-yard line. Alex Meisenheimer in on the stop, and Versailles has it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Nick Wheaton. Tackled by number 16 for the Pintos, Alex Meisenheimer. Tigers will take possession of the ball 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
So here you're going to see Connor under center. See Randall and Hutchinson in the backfield with him. The give is to Hutchinson. Rolls around, arms forward, and he has about 1 yard before being bottled up there. First guy there for the Pintos, Dylan Sylvie.
Right down by number 51 for the Pintos, Dylan Sylvie. And 1 on the play.
So 2nd down and 9, and Versailles having a hard time getting much going. I'd like to see him try some misdirection, maybe some quick hitters. Of course, not seen a lot of Versailles offense up to this point in time. Connor now under center. Randall at the fullback position. And Hutchinson still in at tailback. Inside give is to Randall. Makes his first guy miss, but not Wolken. Jacob Wolken, quarterback, in there with a stop from defensive end. And Jackson Traxel also with a stop. And California all over that. Once again, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, number 32, Sam Kirby, did a great job trying to blow that play up in the backfield, kind of slowing up the running back, let his teammates come. Gang tackle, doing a good job here on defense by the Pintos.
So 3rd and 8 now. Versailles thus far 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. We'll see what they do here. We have seen the hard count from Connor, which has worked in the early going. High snap handled by Connor. Friedmeier chases him. Connor now the steps, rolls across. He has Dobbins who comes back to it, and he has him out of the 38-yard line. That's an encouraging play. That's good for 13, and the Versailles Tigers first down of the evening. Really a nice job by quarterback David Connor to elude Corey Friedmeier, and then nice job by Grant Hutchinson to get that late block, that chip block. And I'll tell you what, nice poise right there by Connor to find his tailback out of the backfield, and that's Taylor Dobbins for 13 yards, and that's the Tigers' first down of the evening.
Yeah, Connor did a great job making that throw on the run, finding his receiver.
So back under center is Connor. Blown play once again, and I'll tell you what, the snap count is being guessed each and every play thus far by one of the interior linemen for the Pintos, and they are guessing it correctly. Kent Riley that time blew that up way in the backfield, and Sam Kirby, we saw him with a couple of fumble recoveries a week ago. he very nearly caused a problem right there. So loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Versailles, no harm, no foul. You really want to avoid the big-time detrimental plays if you're Brock Silver squad. Just find a way to chip away. Nice time-consuming drive. Keep yourself in the ball game. This Tiger team has playmakers. Inside give. Nice piece of hitting by Kirby. He puts his head down, and Hutchinson goes nowhere. He has just a couple, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Versailles, we saw him on their last 3rd down and 8. It was Dobbins with a 13-yard reception. So quickly we find ourselves at 3rd down again.
Yeah, I was excited. We talked about that spread offense, and we haven't seen too much of it there, but they used it on 3rd down. Last time looks like they're trying to spread it out just a little bit here tonight, but I figure that would be their best way to pick up a couple of first downs.
Connor now takes a snap, rolls to his right, little fling out, looks for Hutchinson outside, and he's taken down right there at about the 41-yard line. Nice tackling by the Pintos. It's Jacob Wolken, and he gets help from Kyle Riley, the sophomore. And as good as Wolken is on offense, he was just as good a year ago defensively. An all-conference selection from the defensive end position, also an all-district selection from that defensive end position as a sophomore, and he is all over the field. Right here, the ball placed at the 41. I wouldn't be surprised to see Versailles go for it here, 4th and 6, maybe a fake punt, but Silvers does have Connor back. Good snap. Connor high but short punt. He had to try to get it over.
Might have been tipped.
The players just waiting for it to hit a California player was a Tiger, but to no avail. So that punt goes for just about 13 yards, and California has it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, like I was just saying, I'd really like to see this Versailles offense trying to open the game up. Use that spread offense, spread the field out, give your players a chance to go up and make a play, and go ahead and let Connor, use that strong right arm he has and try to find some open receivers.
Yeah, at some point in time, you do just let the kids start flinging it out. I mean, you do have a solid D-line and nice second level of defenders for California. So Wolken now under center, wishbone set in the backfield. Give is to Friedmeier, has his head down, and he's going to be bottled up and taken down. A slew of Tiger defenders after a gain of about 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Corey Friedmeier, Pinto Walker. Right now by number 55 for the Tigers, Michael Charlie. Game 3. It's California 2nd down and 7.
Wolken under center. The pitch outside to Friedmeier. Good seal block there. Friedmeier has some room. Lowers his head, and he's taken down by Connor after a gain of about 8 and another California 1st down.
Yeah, California Pinto's doing a good job mixing up that run. Now they're mixing it up. Left side, right side, trying to keep this Versailles Tigers defense on its heels.
At the end of the first quarter, your score is California 7.
So after a quarter of play, it's 7-0 Pintos in the lead. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Back here on Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. Joined by my good buddy Matt Wamser, makes his debut in the booth for the 2016 season. Matt, we tried it all. We had the intern try a ball game with me. I flew solo for a game, and then we brought in the big timer from CBS Sports Radio, Jeff Vernetti, and it just wasn't the same. And looky here, we got you back, brother.
Yeah, it's great to be back here in the booth with my good friend William Holtz, the voice of Lake TV, doing a great job holding down Friday night football every Friday here on Lake TV during the 2016 football season. So it's great to be back, Will.
Glad to have you. Of course, we got a pretty impressive crew of people around me helping me pull this off. We'll talk about them here in just a moment. Now, California 1st and 10 from the Versailles 44. Wilkins under center. Wishbone set, inside give. And that is nice tackle. Aiden Easton gets off the line and makes a nice tackle. Sam Kirby, the ball carrier, on the play for the Pintos, and he has about 4 yards. Nice piece of tackling.
32, Sam Kirby, Pinto ball carrier.
Yeah, this Pinto offense is just kind of chipping away here, picking up short runs on this play, but marching the ball down the field right now. The Versales Tigers going to have to come up with something big here to stop them. Be a great time for Shane Randall to come up with one of his tackles for a loss right here.
That would be a nice time for it. 2nd and 6 now. Wilkin with the snap. Here's the give, and it's Hutchinson who gets there. Has some help. Gage Smith, David Connor, and also Michael Trotter in on the stop. Tell you what, these Versailles kids very hungry here in the early going. They're swarming to the ball. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
All right, great opportunity here for the Tigers defense. 3rd down, big 3rd down. Going to try to get off the field, get the ball back to their offense.
So 3rd down and 5 now. Gotta love the interior line. Michael Trotter in on the snap a play ago. Wilkin under center. Rolls out now, throws across his body, and he's got his big tight end. Just a couple of yards on the play. Connor with the stop, and he was looking for his tight end, and he finds Jackson Traxel, but only has about a yard. That'll bring up 4th down and 4, so nice job by the Tiger defense.
Yeah, that time the Pintos tried to roll Wilkham out to his right-hand side, made a good throw on the run, good strong throw, found his receiver. Receiver just didn't have enough yardage there to pick up the 1st down.
So California takes a timeout. That's their first of the game, so we'll be right back on the Lake TV network after this.
It's a new look, a new location, but the same family-owned way of doing business. Stop by and see our new home and discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better. We're family-owned. Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
Lake TV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.
Back here on Lake TV, and the Versailles defense proves strong. They have California faced with 4th and 3 here with 10:16 left in the 2nd quarter. Wilkin and the California offense stay on the field. So Wilkin under center, the Versailles crowd will get loud. Pitch outside to Friedmeier. Lead blockers are there, and he rumbles forward. He's got about 4 yards, and it looks like he's going to have a California 1st down. Very, very close for the Tigers. Defense, however, it is a California 1st down, and we get a fresh set of downs due the Pintos. Matt, impressive front push there for Cali.
Yeah, really, they just went with a little power running game there. They only had to pick up about 3 or 4 yards, and they just got right to it. Hand the ball off, charging right behind that line. Big offensive line. Corey Free. Excuse me.
Ooh, there's a give. That's Sam Kirby, and it's blown up in the backfield, and that's big Michael Trotter, number 55 for the Tigers. Big-time stick on Kirby. That's a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12, and that's the 3rd time we've called Michael Trotter's name already.
Brought down the backfield by number 55, Michael Trotter.
Kid is all over the place. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and long now. Wilkin under center. Here's the give to Friedmeier. Puts his head down, and he's taken down from behind. In on the stop for the Tigers, Devin Radcliffe, along with Gage Smith and Michael Trotter once again. So third down and about 6 for Cali.
Tiger fans make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Here's the play action. Rolls, looks across his body, and David Connor with the interception and fumble. they're going to call it an incomplete pass, and that's a terrible piece of officiating. The ball was intercepted in Connor's position. Ball then caused a fumble, but that's a matter of having to complete the possession to the ground, so good call. Connor breaks it up, very nearly has the interception. He was an all-conference selection from the secondary a year ago with 3 interceptions, and boy, what a time that would have been.
Yeah, what a great play. He was in a great position. He was reading the quarterback the whole way, following Wolken in the backfield. Saw the throw, right on the numbers there.
Yeah, and able to haul it in. So now 4th and 6. Offense remains on the field for the Pintos. They're 1 for 1 on 4th down tonight. Wolken takes the snap. He rolls to his right. Quarterback option has Friedmeier. Outside, cuts back inside, and a beautiful piece of running. He's taken there by Trotter, but not until he gets down to the 11, and that's an 18-yard gain on 4th down, and California knocking on the door once again.
Friedmeier doing a really great job. He really does run strong with the football. Doing a great job of just putting his head down, picking up good yardage. Looked like he might have picked up a little bit of a nick on that play as he's a little slow to come off the field.
Yeah, but what a job to cut back. Versailles had a wall of defenders there, but stopping on a dime was Friedmeier, and he sprang for 18 and a first down. So out of the shotgun now is Wolken. Takes the snap, looking towards his left, into the flat across, and overshoots his would-be target. He was looking for big number 81, Kyle Hofstetter, the junior, and he overshoots him. Grant Hutchinson with the coverage.
Defended by number 10 for the Tigers, David Connor. California will have 2nd and 10.
Really, Versailles' defense playing very sound thus far.
Really making it tough on this Pintos offense. They just can't seem to get off the field on 3rd or 4th down.
So Wolken now takes the snap, now looks towards his left. He's going to pitch it outside. It's Dakota Henry, and he's taken down by David Connor in Henry's face at the line of scrimmage. And nice job. Connor fights off a block and then makes a great tackle on Dakota Henry, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and long from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Wolken looked like just a little bit hesitant there in his pitch. He had a defender in his face. The pitch didn't come off quite as well as he would have liked. Kind of slowed up the running play, and then a great job by Connors just busting that up and fighting for that strong tackle.
So here we go, 3rd down and long. Wolken out of the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers. Split wide receivers, Henry in the backfield. Play action looking for Henry. Trotter very nearly had him, now across the body and knocked down. What a defensive play by Taylor Dobbins. And California forced with a 4th down and 10 from the 11-yard line. How about the Versailles defense, partner?
Yeah, they really have been making it tough on this Pintos offense. Like I just said, they've been unable to get off the field, but a great job there standing tall in their own end zone and stopping a strong California Pintos offense.
So that'll bring out Jose Magana, and he'll attempt the 28-yard field goal. Something I want to talk about, Matt. I called Michael Trotter Steven Trotter. That's his older brother. Michael's only a sophomore, and he's out dominating for Versailles on defense. So keep an eye on number 55 for the Tigers, the remainder of this one. The kick is up, and plenty of distance, and it's good. So Magana nails the 28-yard field goal with ease. And with 7:15 left here in the first half, California extends their lead. They have 10, Versailles 0. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on LakeTV. And we're back here in Versailles, Missouri, Audrey J. Walton Sports Complex. And it's been a good one so far. California has the advantage by a score of 10-0. But I'll tell you what, they were 1 for 4, the California Pintos, on that drive on 3rd down, and they did convert both of their 4th down attempts. But Versailles' defense really doing a nice job limiting the big plays for California.
Yeah, doing a great job, making it really tough on that Pintos offense. They stayed in there. They're fighting tough. They're doing a great job on defense. Just now it's time for the offense to get something rolling, get the wheels turning a little bit, spread them out, I think, and let's see what they can do here, see if the Tigers can get some points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Versailles you just feel like they're just a couple plays away from developing a serious rhythm and putting some points on the board. I'd like to see in one player I'd like to mention, you saw Taylor Dobbins make a big-time breakup just a moment ago on defense. I like to see him get involved in the offense. He's a tough-nosed kid, had a dangerous injury early going here in the Jamboree, and to see him at full health is a big sigh of relief for Coach Silvers and his squad. And then hopefully later in the year they'll be getting back big-time playmaker Cooper Wilson. So there's a little lob kick. That is very dangerous on the turf and out of bounds. So Versailles did touch it. That's a live football. Very fortunate for the Tigers that it goes off a Tiger and out of bounds, because if California covers that, that's the same effect as an onside kick. It's a live football past 10 yards, partner.
Yeah, what a tricky little play. They're going with another pooch kick. They've done that. I think they started the game with that. But a great job by the Versailles receiver there, just doing whatever he could. He was outnumbered pretty bad, 3-1 over here on this side, and made a good play, at least keeping his team with the football.
Whether or not it was intentional, it certainly worked out as it corralled off him and out of bounds. Now, if he did make an attempt to swipe away, it's an illegal touching, and he would have got flagged for it. But it didn't look like he really made much of an attempt. So Connor out of the shotgun now. Play action. He's going to keep it. Rolls to his left. Being chased outside. A nice job by David Connor to turn that into a positive play. He's up to the 41-yard line. We're going to give him 3. He beats the big-time lineman to the edge. And now you're going to see senior Devin Radcliffe on the sideline pumping up his team, trying to get these guys going. So 2nd down and 7 now. Versailles has it at their own 41-yard line.
Official timeout.
I really think that's what the Versailles Tigers offense needs to keep doing. You got to make positive plays. You got to pick up 1, 2, 3 yards. As long as you're not moving backwards, you're going to give your team a chance to pick up a first down.
Yeah, certainly like to see some different misdirections and maybe some plays in the flat would be lovely. Here's Connor now. Across his body. He's got Dobbins. He's across midfield and at the 20, all the way to the 47-yard line into California territory. So that's good for 12 yards, and that's a really nice throw across his body right there by David Connor. So, kid, I want to see get involved Taylor Dobbins, 12-yard reception, and that's a fresh set of downs for the Tigers.
Yeah, he's been his main target. I think he's caught maybe the only couple of passes that Connor's been able to complete here, but they're doing a great job. I think when they roll out and give the quarterback some time, the good things are going to happen for him.
Yeah, I've been impressed what I've seen on the arm of David Connor. Inside give now, looking for Randall, cuts back, and nice job by Shane Randall. He's got about 4 yards, and he saw a cutback hole, did a nice job on that play.
Yeah, great job just putting his foot in the ground and being aggressive. He's a big kid. He needs to take on tacklers and fight for his yardage. So good job picking up positive yardage on first down.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 now after the 4-yard gain. Ball's at the 43-yard line. So Connor now out of the shotgun. He keeps it now. Trying to get out of the grips of big number 57, and he will not. That's Nathan Pickering, the big sophomore. He takes Connor and pushes him back, and that's a loss of 9 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 15. So on 3rd and 15, what are the Tigers going to do here?
They need to spread it out, find somebody downfield. I think that's their best option all night here. They seem to have a better chance when they spread the field out and spread out some of this big California Pintos defense.
We've got Luke Freeman on Big Ryerson, top of your screen. That'd be an advantage to look at. He's got him beat now. Rolling back out is Connor. Throws across his body, looking for Dobbins, and that one broken up on the play. Coming back into it, that's number 30, Jacob Adams, the junior. Nice job by David Connor to elude the first slew of defenders, but just no one open down the field. That'll bring up 4th and 15.
Yeah, Connor's again looking for his favorite target, and Dobbins just unable to connect on that play.
Really a wobbly pass. Dobbins had to come back to it. He just hung up there too long. And so now on 4th and 15, no one's on Ryerson over there top of your screen. Had Connor recognized that, you could have had a big-time first down. Here's a good kick by Connor. That bounces at about the 27-yard line and bounces out of bounds there, and that's where California will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that punting formation right now. It seems like the Pintos are getting a lot of pressure on Connors when he's trying to get that kickoff. That their second punt of the game, I think they might have tipped it. They only netted about 10 yards, 12 yards on that punt. So I would like to see him back him up just another step or two, give him another split second to get that kickoff.
Tiger ball rolled out at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Dakota Henry now rushing onto the field for the Pintos. Wolken out of the shotgun. 7 linemen for the Pintos. Quarterback option. Pitches out. And that's Henry, and he's taken down there by Connor. And Devin Ratcliffe also in on the stop. So nice exterior defense by the Tigers, and that goes for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
It's a good job by this Versales Tigers defense. They're hanging tough. They're trying to do everything they can to slow this offense down, and they're doing a good job of it.
Gain of 1 on play. It's California 2nd and 9.
So 4:36 left here in the first half. California up 10-0. Wilkin takes the snap, throws into the flat, looking for Freeman, and he's got him, and then taken down there by about 3 Tigers. Bowman, Connor, and Radcliffe in on the stop for Versales. That goes for about 9. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1 now.
Got down to Pinto 37-yard line. Tiger fans make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Give to Wolken, and he pushes his own man out of the way. That's good for a 1st down. That's 8 yards on the 3rd down carry, and Wolken having none of that, not even from his own guy. He throws one of his linemen down onto the field who got in his way. Kind of an interesting play. So that'll bring up a 1st down now for California.
California on the 1st and 10.
So on the fresh set of downs, Henry in the backfield with Wolken. Wolken takes the snap, airs one out, looking for his wide receiver. It looked like number 81, Hofstetter, down the sideline, and he overshoots him. Good coverage on the play from Connor.
Yeah, the first time the Pintos were looking to throw the ball downfield. Just unable to connect between the quarterback and receiver, but I like the idea. You got to keep that defense honest. Let them know that you're going to not be scared to throw it deep every once in a while.
Yeah, nice time to take a shot on 1st down. So 2nd down and 10 now. 3:18 left here in the first half. It's Wolken out of the shotgun. It's going to be the inside give. No, it's the read option. Wolken keeps it. He's taken down there by Smith and Randall.
Quarterback keeper. Tackled by Shane Randall.
So another 3rd down opportunity here for this Tigers defense.
Yeah, they got them backed up for a 3rd and long now. 3rd and 9. See if their defense can't get the ball back to the offense.
3rd down.
So Wolken now makes the give, looking into the flat, and looking for his big tight end and haul out of the air. Nice catch by Traxel. Good coverage by Dobbins, but Traxel had the size, goes up and plucks that out of the air, and that's a nice athletic play. That's another 1st down for the Pintos.
Yeah, Traxel had defenders all over him. It was a bold play by Volkin, but showing trust in his big receiver to go up there and snatch it. Big, strong hands brought that ball in.
Yeah, good point. Given opportunity, threw it into traffic, showed some serious faith, and Traxel showed us just why his quarterback has that faith. Blown play, trying to make something positive as Volkin. Versailles blew through the offensive line. Volkin able to lower his head and get a yard on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. I'd like to give a shout out to our excellent crew. Our assistant executive producer directing the show, Ashley Davis. Our switcher and chief engineer, Andrew Evans. Keller commentating with me tonight, Matthew Wamser. Deborah Wolf, our sideline field correspondent. Top camera angle, Cameron Manor. Field and crowd camera, Mr. Ricky Smith. Chase Elliott with our field hand cam statistician, also Matt Wamser. Our production assistant, Ross Reinhardt. Our on-field assistant, Jonah. And then our vocal pre-production, Bob Spicer. And then, of course, everyone for tuning in to Lake TV tonight. So on 2nd down and 9 now, Volkin out of the shotgun. Quarterback option, there's the pitch to Henry. That one's on the turf, picked up by Connor. He may go, picked it up at the 40, the 30, all the way, and it's a 60-yard touchdown. Fumble recovery for David Connor, and Versailles is right back in the ballgame. Oh, baby! Talk about a ballgame changing on the stop of a dime. Ill-advised pitch from Jacob Volkin, and unable to haul it in was Dakota Henry, and David Connor scoops and shuffles from 60 yards out of the Versales Tigers right back in this one, and oh, baby, do you believe it?
Well, their defense has been hanging tough all night, so what, just like them to make a big play. What a huge play to get them right back in this football game.
Now you'll see Sam Bowman attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is way good. So don't go anywhere, folks. The Versales Tigers holding tough. We'll be right back with the rest of this one on Lake TV after this.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's a passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
It's a new look, a new location, but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home
and discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
And the crowd was pretty mellow up until just a few minutes ago when Versailles ran it back, intercepted the ball from the Pintos that had been driving hard down the field. They intercepted the ball, ran it back for a touchdown. We're now only within 3 points right before the half. So we look more to come here at Lake TV Sports.
No, I don't know his name.
I wish I would have known how far he ran.
Deborah Wolf for that. Technical difficulties, trouble communicating with her. Our apologies for that. And Versailles right back in it, man. It was 10-0. California knocking on the door. And 10-0. That one play changes the entire complexion of the ball game. Now Versailles, as opposed to going down into the half by at least 2 scores, maybe more. We're going to see if they can't get a defensive stop here. And Coach Silver's going to burn an extra timeout. Give his players just a couple extra minutes. So we're going to take this opportunity to give you a commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
chances are you'll be back!
Mention this Chances Are commercial on Lake TV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice. Back here on Lake TV, and I like that time out there after the break or after the score, you're allowed, the 3 minutes prior to get your team, on and off the field, get the kicking unit out there. And Coach Silver just had his entire team stay on the sideline, and they started to tell him he called a timeout, give him that much more time. And the reasoning behind that, you had all 3 timeouts, and so what he's going to do now is you have 1:40 left, and he's going to hope to get a stop and maybe a score before the break. And so I like that. And also what it does, it gives your defense an opportunity. California got the ball, and they had been driving there for just a little bit before the turnover. And so what you're going to do is put your defense right back out there. So any way you chalk it up, you got to love that decision-making. And it looks like they may burn another timeout here. None of the players out on the field, and it's Brock Silvers on the sideline. So it looks like what they're going to do here is Silver's going to use all 3 of his timeouts. He used a couple of them there. I like that strategy. You don't see that real often, Matt.
Yeah, it was the defense just made a huge play. Everybody's really excited. So this next kickoff is really important. You want to hold California right before the halftime. You don't want to give them great field position, to try and close in, get some points here before the end of the half. So I think it's a great job by him just to kind of gather his teammate, get their composure back after that big play. And like I said, they're right back in this football game. It's 7-10. Very big. Next minute and 40 seconds here. Keep the score going into halftime.
Yeah, we saw California. Interesting enough, at the high school level, you place the ball at the 40-yard line. So if you do that pooch kick within 15 to 20 yards, even if you don't recover, it's still within the your opponent's end. And so I like that, opposed to these squib kicks or these rough kickoffs we're accustomed to seeing at the high school level. I'd like to see Versailles here try something tricky. Maybe a little pooch kick over that first level. You see, you don't really see much of a second level here, about the 10-yards past them. And now you do see it.
Yeah. California's thinking return here. They're trying to find some good field position, so you're right. You probably could catch them off guard here with something up your sleeve.
All right, so Sam Bowman going to do the kicking for the Tigers. Tiger faithful loves what they just saw. It's a 60-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Bowman now, it is a pooch kick, and it's going to bounce. Henry grabs another 25. He's got some good yardage, and he's going to be taken down from behind by a slew of Tigers, but he has good field position up to the 40, and that's where California starts this possession.
Return to the Pinto 40-yard line. California will have a first down and 10.
Got dead ball, all sides, on black.
So it's going to be a dead ball offsides. Against the Tigers, and I'm all kinds of confused right now. They're moving the ball. Oh, okay. So it's going to be another kick. Versailles is going to have to be forced to kick from their own 35 now. And so now Coach Silver is going to call him back once again. I think that's probably intentional. They still have a timeout left, maybe. Still have a timeout left. Maybe wanted to see what they were lining up for there and then try something a little more tricky. I like this feel where the officials have a PA system so you can hear directly what they're saying. They can make requests for the clock. They can make requests for, I would imagine, snacks and water. They can make requests for their fantasy football roster changes at the break if they need. I mean, what a gig. Can you imagine if I had a PA mic as an official? So Bowman now set to kick. Gets into that one. Good kick by Bowman. And that one bounces inside the 10. Picked up there by Freeman. Oh, and that is a bone-rattling hit by Dakota Henry. What a block he put on number 14 for the Tigers. Wowee, Jared Sarton. Watch number 14 come off the field, looks a little shaken. And I'll tell you what, it was Dakota Henry who put an absolute licking on that young man.
Yeah, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Those are the tough ones. When you're chasing down that football player, and you got to receive a defender coming from your other side, you got to be looking all around. He had his eyes on the football though.
So now, with 1:32 left. 2 timeouts. Sorry, 1 timeout. California, the shotgun. Wolken now coming back to its Hofstetter, makes the first guy miss, and then taken down there after a gain of about 6. And Cali going to burn their last timeout. Now we have a flag on the play. That's going to be a face mask, and it looked like he was swung around, so that's going to be a big one against the Tigers. Spot foul from the 43, so they'll put it all the way down to the 42-yard line of Versailles. It's going to be great field position all the way down to the 42-yard line of the Tigers, and not exactly what Coach Silvers wanted to see, and really momentum starting to swing in the way of the Tigers up until that call. So first down and 10. Ball at the Versailles 41. California has plenty of time here. Plenty of options. You could pass or you could run. Wolken now out of the shotgun. Steps up. Throws. Looking for a man. Dobbins knocks it away. And I'll tell you what, nice defensive play by Dobbins, because Alex Meisenheimer was stringing open, and nice timing on the play by Dobbins. Applying pressure on the quarterback was Randall getting back there, as well as Devin Ratcliffe. So second down and 10 now, and Versailles' defense has looked very solid tonight.
Yeah, Wolcombe did a really good job there, stepping up in the pocket, buying himself a little bit more time to even make that throw possible, when unable to connect with his receiver.
But put it only in a spot where it was either going to be deflected, and Wolken now dangerous pitch to Friedmeier, cuts back, makes a couple of guys miss, and Gage Smith comes in from the end of the play, but not until Friedmeier has about 12. It looks like a couple of Tigers collided, and that's Randall and Hutchinson, and 2 players the Tigers can ill afford to lose at this point in time. Now minute 6 left here in the first half. Clock will start to run as they set the ball, and the whistle blows. So Wolken out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, inside give to Friedmeier. And it's Big Trotter who gets a hand on the jersey and doesn't let go. And Michael Trotter once again with a solid play. Gage Smith, Randall, as well as Michael Stanley underneath the pile. But first man then, once again, it's Trotter. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Back here on Lake TV, and the Versailles defense holding tight in California. See what they do. I'll tell you what, up 10-0, you're in Versailles territory, and then one play changes everything. Kind of show what you're made of here, the way they close out this half, because if they're able to get in field goal range and punch a field goal in, or maybe even score a touchdown, get that momentum back before the break. But we'll see what the Pintos are able to do here, because Versailles' defense has a second wind here in the second quarter, and they look much more sound. So second down and 8, ball at the 29-yard line. 52 seconds left in the half. California has it at the 23. Wolken now takes the snap. Pump fakes, looks for Meisenheimer. He's got him there at about the 16, and he's taken down there after a first down. So fresh set of downs. It'll be first down and 10 from about the 15-yard line. Nice design play there. Meisenheimer just about a 5-yard come back. He bubbles into that little open area past the first line of the defense, sits there, and a nice throw by Wolken. So now we're going to have a... So Versailles burns their last timeout. So we'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protect.
back here on Lake TV, and this has been a series owned by the California Pintos. Let's travel back in time from 2007 to 2009. Versales Tigers win 3 years running. Then starting in 2010 all the way through last year, it's been 7 straight wins for the California Pintos, and they have just owned this series by an average of about 44-11 at this point in time over the last 7 ball games. So 1st and 10 now. Wolken tries to get through the first line of the defense. He won't. A couple of defenders there for the Tigers take him down. That's going to bring up 2nd down. And now White burns their last timeout. So we're going to stay right here. Back to those series, Matt. You look at this series over the years, and 2007 to 2009, it was a series, like we said, Versailles wins 3 straight years. They were on the verge of a couple of district titles. Those were the Glenn Lemon days, and actually Bob Ramsey, then Glenn Lemon, 2 years in a row there, and they were giving California all they could handle. When starting in 2010, Marty Albertson's 2nd year, he had Versailles' number, and he's continued to over the last 6 years. They've won their last 7 matchups against the Tigers, and like I said, by an average score of 44-11. And so they've had their number, and then you come into this game, and it's a completely different story because Versailles looks very sound defensively. And then you saw the big play, and we are just, one play for the Tigers away from this being, I would say it would be a ball game, but it already is 10-7, and Versailles is going to have to try to find a way to get a stop here on defense. 27 seconds left. 2nd down and 7. Wolken steps up in the pocket, looks into the end zone, and through the arms of Hofstetter, looking for his big tight end, and that one falls harmlessly to the turf. So on 3rd down, we'll see what California does. Other area action tonight, the Eldon Mustangs off their 14-7 loss at Southern Boone. They're hosting Blair Oaks. The Indians, they're 3-0. Good job, Coach Johnson and his squad. They're at home against Warsaw, so I can go ahead and assume they'll move to 4-0. The Tigers, of course, here against California. And the Camdenton Lakers are down at Kickapoo. We'll try to get you a score on that one. So on 3rd down and long now. Wolken out of the shotgun, steps up while he's being hit, and that falls incomplete. Trying to make a catch, falling to the turf. That's number 30 for the Pintos, Jacob Adams, the junior. Nice coverage by Hutchinson. And so it looks like the Pintos are going to be forced to try a field goal. And most high school teams, you start looking at a 33-yard attempt, and that's really out of the question, but not the case here at California. Jose Magana been here before, and from 33 yards out, we'll see if he can extend the lead. The hold, the kick is up, plenty of leg, and no good. He missed it left, so Versailles able to hold the Pintos from scoring, and with 16 seconds left, they're going to get the ball at the 23-yard line. I figure no timeouts. You'll probably just knee it out here, but never know what Coach Silvers is going to do here. We're getting close to our halftime. Don't go anywhere, folks. Following the conclusion of the first half of play from Versailles, Missouri, we'll have our Poly Lift Boat Lifts halftime show right here from the booth in Versailles. But first, unfinished business here in the first half.
Yeah, what a great defensive stand there by the Tigers defense. Great job. Gave up a big penalty on that play, gave up some rushing yards in a couple of plays. But you know what? They get inside their own, get their backs to the end zone. They did a great job of holding the Pintos to 0 points on that drive.
So here's the give now to Hutchinson. Makes the first guy miss, cuts back across, and he'll be taken down there. Wolken and Adams in on the stop. So that's going to conclude our first half of play in California. They lead the Versailles Tigers 10-7. It's been an exciting first half, Matt. We're going to be back in a moment with the Poly Lift Boat Lift halftime show. But first, Lake TV's Deborah Wolf on the field. Deb?
Well, the game started early, but the Versales Tigers were a little slow getting out of the gate, allowing the Pintos 10 points before David Connor took advantage of a fumble recovery to run the ball back 65 yards to the end zone. And with the extra point, that brought him into just a 3-point gap. The defense did their job the rest of the quarter by holding them back to 10-7 and giving the fans here in Versailles plenty of reason to feel optimistic about pulling ahead in the second half. We'll take you to a commercial break, and then we'll be back with the Polylift halftime show.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
LakeTV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.
Welcome to Burger Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
It's a new look,
A new location.
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family owned. Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's a passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back.
Mention this Chances Are commercial on LakeTV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protection.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
It's a new look,
a new location,
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home
and discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
LakeTV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are. It's time for the Polylift Halftime Show. If you want the best lift on the market, then go with Polylift. Now to the booth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. William Holtz, Matt Wamser, and it's your Polylift Boat Lift Halftime Show here on Lake TV, one of our favorite parts of Friday Night Lights. And, Matt, been a great ball game so far.
Yeah, it really has been exciting. This Versales Tigers defense is keeping this team in the game right now. They're doing a great job holding this Pintos offense only 10 points. You know, a couple of big red zone stops, so a really good job of this Tiger defense. We got ourselves a ball game here.
Yeah, we really do, and after one possession, had you turned in and seen, okay, California marches right down the field. They score a touchdown. Wolken has 70 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And you're like, oh, God, here we go again if you're the Versales Tigers. And then they get the field goal, and it's 10-0. They're driving deep into Versales territory, and it's like, okay, the half is winding down. Maybe Versales can find a way to stop them from scoring, and they can go into the half with just a 10-point deficit. Then the crazy play happens. It was a option, and Wolken really ill-advisedly probably should not have thrown that pitch out, and Henry never able to get his hands on it, bounces down, and then into the arms of David Connor, right place, right time, and he scampers 60 yards to the house, and this place erupts. And then to follow that up, it's a great defensive stop to end the break, which you touched on, Matt. California driving a little bit down the bad special teams play. California has it in Versailles territory, and they aren't able to score. And on the late field goal attempt from 20 or 38 yards, or 33 yards rather, Magana isn't able to hit. And so Versailles goes into the breakdown only by a score of 10-7, and that's going to make them feel very, very good, especially with how it looked early.
Yeah, really, their defense is doing a great job. They're in this football game. Now they need the offense to come around. They haven't been able to get much going there in the first half, so look for them to game plan a little bit differently here during halftime. Coach Silver is going to coach them up a little bit, say, all right, guys, all right, offense, we need you guys. The defense is keeping us in this football game. Let's see what you can do. Bring something to the table here, make a couple of big plays, and put some points on the board, and we can come out of here with a win tonight.
Yeah, certainly what he's got to be talking to him. And on the other side of the ball, I wonder if Coach Albertson's asking his guys, what happened, gentlemen? We were up 10-0. We were marching. One turnover doesn't change the complexion of a game, or it shouldn't, and it really has up to this point in time. And you also got to talk about David Connor, the one that had the fumble recovery, took it back 60 yards to the house. He was the kid playing in the secondary that almost had the interception and was unable to haul it in as he couldn't complete the process. And as an athlete and as a competitor, with plays like that, you shoot yourself yourself in the foot because you end up losing at the end of the night, and it's by a touchdown or a score, and you realize, oh, if I would have held on to that, could have been a different night. And he wanted to make up for it, and boy, did he in a big way, didn't he, Matt?
Yeah, he did. He did a great job scooping it up. And like I said, right place, right time. What a great feeling, just scooping that ball, hitting full stride really quick. So that was a great play by him. And, just being in the right place, right time, capitalize on that opportunity.
Yeah, two guys we talked about in the pregame. Of course, Shane Randall. He's been a force on defense and done a nice job from the fullback position, but we haven't got to see him with the ball in his hands much thus far. And I wonder if in the second half, Coach Silvers doesn't open up the playbook and try to get him involved and maybe the ball in Dobbins' hands just a little bit more. Offensively, Versailles hasn't done a whole lot. It was the fumble recovery to the house where they scored, and outside of that, you've seen very limited success for this Versailles offense.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit, both on the ground and through the air right now. Connor's done a great job. He's found number 24, Dobbins a couple of times out of the backfield. Looks like he might be his favorite receiver, so maybe look to see if they try to build on that here in the second half and really try to work the ball through the air to find a way to get some points.
Yeah, and speaking about Connor, I've been very impressed because he hasn't had a lot of time back there. There's a very, very good defensive front. He's done a nice job extending the play, and I'd like to see him get a little more opportunity because of as great as he's been, protecting the football, and Versailles yet to turn the ball over. He also made the play on defense, and as quarterback, you're the team leader. You want to lead your team to victory, and he's certainly doing everything he can at this point in time. This year, Poly Lift, Boat Lift halftime show. Matt Wamser, William Holtz. We got lots more to talk about after this.
Poly Lift Boat Lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a poly lift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Poly Lift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Poly Lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
Welcome back to the Poly Lift Boat Lift halftime show. I'm William Holtz, joined by Matt Wamser. It's LakeTV's Week 4 coverage of Friday Night Lights high school football. And tonight we got a great matchup. It's the California Pintos Versales Tigers, 10-7 at the break. And Matt, now we're going to use this opportunity during our halftime show to talk about a couple sophomores really sticking out to me at this point in time. First, on the defensive side of the ball for Versales, you got to love what you've seen from Michael Trotter.
Yeah, doing a great job disrupting things in the backfield, coming up with a couple of big tackles, really just doing a great job playing his position, filling in the gaps, staying in your zone, and making sound tackles. He's an aggressive football player, and you can see it on defense. He goes out there and he wants to make a play. He wants to make a tackle. So credit to him, doing a great job trying to lead this defense, and that's the best part of this Versailles football team right now is their defense. So he's leading the way.
And his older brother, Steven Trotter, was a great player for the Tigers. And so when I saw Trotter, I'm like, whoa, I thought he graduated. And I called him Steven. Look at the roster, only a sophomore out there making plays. And when you got a guy that's a playmaker on either side of the ball as a sophomore, you salivate as a coach because you have the rest of the season and 2 more years to see not only what he can do individually, but what he can bring out of his teammates with this experience at the varsity level. Now let's look at California. We talk about sophomores, and you heard Coach Albertson talk about him early tonight. Dakota Henry, very small kid, but boy, has he played tough.
Yeah, he is. He's having a great football game right now. So the California Pintos, their offense struggled a little bit there in the first half. I'd say they're probably a little disappointed in the amount of points they've got on the board. Only 10 points, a couple of big drives deep into the Tigers, end of the field. Stalled a little bit, missed a field goal. So they're going to look to capitalize a little bit more on offense here and they probably expected to get a little bit more out of that first half than 10 points.
And let's credit the Versailles defense because that first series they had Versailles' number. They were running at will through the middle of the defensive line, and we talked about that. We said they're having no problems. Whatever Coach Silvers and the defensive coaching staff for Versailles said, it worked because they made the gap assignment changes, and Versailles' defense has been flawless for the remainder of the half. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in for the Poly Lift Boat Lift halftime show here on LakeTV. We're going to be back on LakeTV with the second half of live high school football after this.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's a passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Lori is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Lori, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back! Mention this Chances Are commercial on LakeTV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build polylifts.
Back here on Lake TV, William Holtz, Matt Wamser from the booth, and we're about to get set to kick off here in the third quarter as our second half is about underway. And the Versailles faithful very, very happy. It was looking very gloomy as it was 10-0 California. We talked about it during our halftime show, and it was a play that changed everything. It was a fumble that hit the turf, picked up by David Connor. He takes it all the way back to the house. So
there you go.
We are set for our second half of play. Versailles is going to be kicking off to the California Pintos. They'll start with the ball. We'll be right back with the second half on Lake TV after this.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock, we build the strongest docks on the lake.
It's a new look,
A new location,
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protection.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
Back here on Lake TV, just about ready to start our third quarter of play. Of course, you just saw that sweet Veracruz commercial. Entire crew after setup this afternoon had a wonderful lunch over at Veracruz. Jose and his staff do an excellent job. Have literally, I'm happy to say, I literally have never had a bad meal inside Veracruz. And that's very, very unique, especially for a Mexican restaurant with the quick turnover. Very, very rare to find that. So big shout out to Jose and his crew. They're open till 11 tonight, so I know our crew's going to go back and have dinner. So make sure you're tuning in and around the area. You can get out and eat dinner with us at Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. So, Matt, we're set now. Sam Bowman going to do the kicking. A couple of scores around the area. Eldon and Blair Oaks, they're squaring away in Eldon. Blair Oaks leads 20-0. Warsaw and Osage. Osage leads 7-0 in that ball game. And there's a little pooch kick. And that one is caught. What a grab by number 50. That's Dane Henley, the junior. Little pooch kick, and really fair catch, kick-catch interference. You don't have to call for fair catch, but you have to have the right to make a play on it. And he got hit early, so there should have been a flag. There wasn't. Regardless, it's going to be first down and 10, California at their own 46-yard line. Good camera work here by Ricky Smith right on top of the action. Don't speak too soon, Will. Under center's Wilkin. Inside Gibbon, Versailles defense all over that. Randall, Trotter, as well as big number 75, Chase Hyman in there for the Tigers. Friedmeier has just one. That'll bring up second down and 9. And, Matt, it looks like the Versailles defense starts right where they left off.
Yeah, playing tough again. They're going to keep this team in the football game all night, I think, and we're going to have ourselves a game here.
Yeah, definitely a good ball game, 10-7 as we have our second half underway here, 11:25 left in the third quarter. Beautiful night here from the Audrey J. Walton Sports Complex in Versailles. Wilkin the give, that's Friedmeier, and oh my goodness. Mercy me, that's Chase Hyman, just levels Friedmeier. And that's gain of 1, that'll bring up third down and 8. What an incredible hit. Chase Hyman, the junior. Boy, did he take care of business on that play. So third down and 8. Here's a big third down for the Tigers D. Wilkin under center, throws into the flat, looking for Freeman. He's got him, but big time hit put on by David Connor coming in from the cornerback position. That's good for about 4. That's going to bring a fourth down and 4. Boy, nice hit by Connor, Matt.
Yeah, what a great play. Great job reading that. Another big third down stop there from the Versales Tigers. Looking to get the defense off the field. Looks like the Pintos are lining up to go for it, which doesn't surprise me. So a huge play here for the Tigers defense. Let's see what they can do on 4th and 4.
So 4th and 4, big time play. Wilkin, the inside give, he keeps it. Ball's on the turf, and the Versailles defense comes up big. It's Hyman with the fumble recovery, no. That one's blown dead. Looked like it was California that recovered. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and Versailles has it 1st and 10 at the California 46-yard line.
Well, we've been talking about this defense all night, and they just keep answering the call time after time. Huge 4th down stop. Great job blowing that play up in the backfield. Wilkin had nowhere to go with the football. Nearly came up with a fumble recovery, but great job by the Versailles Tigers defense.
Yeah, same result to get the ball back, and what a job by the defense to stay home. Under center's Connor. Oh, that's a dangerous play. Hutchinson does have it. Couple-yard loss, but that one had disaster written all over it from the start. Versailles fortunate to keep possession of the ball. What camera work by the LakeTV crew here in Versailles. What a shot. Folks, believe it or not, you're watching this coverage on LakeTV, whether you're watching us on Como Channel 90, Charter 197, or you're watching online at mylaketv.com. This picture quality is outstanding. So 2nd and 12 now. Connor under center, the pitch outside. He's got Hutchinson, who has a lead block, cuts back, and he lowers his head. Wilkin with the stop, as well as Sam Kirby and Traxel as well. We're going to give Hutchinson about 3. That'll bring up third down and 8.
So I like that. I was really excited for this play. The defense just comes up with a huge stop. The offense is ready to come on the field. I'm thinking, throw one deep. This is the time to come out with something that a little unexpected, a little bit out of your character. And unfortunately, they haven't been able to pull that off yet, but they still got a good chance here. They got 3rd and 8, need to pick up some more positive yardage here in Pinto territory.
3rd and 8 now. Connor takes the snap. Rolls to his left, has time, nice blocking. Now tucks it, he's going to run, he keeps it, he's across the 40, and he's pushed out there. I think he's got about 3 or 4. That'll bring up 4th down and 4, and Connor pops right back up. He's ready. He says, Coach, give me the call. Connor is on fire right now. Nice job to keep it down. He only gets about 4, but I think this is 2-down territory. You haven't been able to punt the ball efficiently tonight. You're inside California territory. I think this is a situation where you keep the offense on the field.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
So 4th down and 5 now. Big time play here for the Tigers. 3 wide receivers, bottom of your screen. Bowman single set top. Connor now, hard count and able to get it. Looks towards the sideline now. Coach Silvers gives him the call. Inside give to Hutchinson. He lowers his head. He's not going to be able to get the first down. He has about 3. And the California defense comes up with a stop. And, Matt, I'm with you. I really wanted to see him do something through the air. I know it's a risk. But on 4th and 5, this California defense is showing you're not going to be able to run the ball very effectively.
Yeah, it's been touch dredging all night for this Tigers offense. But you know, they've got to work with what they've been given on the play call. So I'd like to see a little bit more variations in their play calling and give themselves a little bit of opportunity to pick up a first down there.
California now back on offense. Inside give. That's Friedmeier's got good yardage. He's taken down by Ratcliffe across midfield down inside Versailles territory down to about the 46-yard line. That's a good gain. We're going to give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to be a first down for the Pintos.
Well, this Tigers defense has spent a lot of time on the football field. Look to see if they can keep up this intensity here this entire second half.
Henry now unable to get out of the grasp. Nice job, Randall. First guy there, and Gage Smith finishes it off. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now as Versailles' defense continues to prove tough.
Tackled after a gain of 2 by Gage Smith for the Tigers. California on 2nd down and 8.
Wilken now on the option. He decides to keep it. Smart decision. He's bottled up there, and the Versailles defense figured out this option game for California, and they've been unable to run the option with much success after that first quarter, Matt.
Yeah, Wilken has just kind of looked uncomfortable pitching the football all night tonight. He's had some defenders in his face, disrupting his line of sight to his pitch man. Just whatever it is, he just hasn't looked so comfortable pitching the football. So look to see if that plays a factor here later on in this game if we come up with another Versailles Tigers turnover.
Once again, California forced with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. Wilken fakes the inside give, now gives to Friedmeier, trying to get outside and taken down by Hutchinson at the 41. We're going to give him 2 or 3, but not near enough for the first down, and California now will be faced with a 4th down and 5, and it's been the Versailles defense a bit of a surprise tonight.
Yeah, they've came out to play football tonight. They're doing a great job of rallying to the football and just, disrupting this Pintos offense as much as they can. The Pintos have not been able to get a whole lot going, especially haven't got the amount of points they should have for the amount, for amount of yardage they've picked up tonight.
And they look like they're lined up to punt the ball. 4th and 5 at the Versailles 44. Low snap. The punt is a good one, and that's a great punt. Bounces at about the 12 and takes the Versailles bounce down to about the 15-yard line. So that's where Coach Silver's squad takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15. Right here in Versailles, Missouri, and another stand now for the Versailles defense, and it's the California offense really struggling to get anything going. Of course, you see Christopher Wagner fan cam, the Farmers Insurance fan cam. Fans not real wired or excited here. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back with Versailles in California on Lake TV after this.
Lake TV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.
Back here on Lake TV, 10-7 California. The lead, Versailles with the ball, 1st and 10, their own 15-yard line, and not a whole lot to get excited about offensively here in the 3rd quarter so far. Just 1 first down. California has that, And outside of that, just a punt and a couple of turnover on downs. So see if Versailles can't dig outside of their hole here. They're backed up deep inside their own end of the 15-yard line. Love to see them get one of their playmakers out in space with the ball. So 1st and 10 now. Connor lines up under center. Give is the Dobbins on a pitch. He's outside. Has a couple of yards. We're going to give him 3 up to about the 18. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Nice lead blocking, but a nice job on the outside by is Friedmeyer in on the stop for the Pintos. So 2nd down and 7 now. Big point of emphasis for Versailles is positive yards on 1st down. Stay out of those 2nd and 3rd and longs, and by picking up chunks of yardage in the 3 and 4 yard variety, you definitely make the game more manageable. So Connor now under center. The give is going to be to Dobbins. He's upended in the backfield. Nice hit and stop on the play. That's number 31, Kyle Riley, the sophomore for the Pintos. Looking at Marty Albertson's coaching record here at California, 50-15. Of course, he has 3 district championships. He's taken his team to the state semifinals 3 years in a row, only to lose the eventual state champion all 3 times, twice in a row to Maryville, the Spoof Hounds from Maryville. And then, of course, 3 years ago, the Jaden Barr senior season when they lost to Oak Grove in that semifinal game. Oak Grove went on to win that state championship. Now Dobbins on the option pass, looking for his man. Connor very nearly came up with it. And on the play was Freeman, and there is a penalty on the far sideline. We'll wait for this. Coach Silver's calling out the bag of trickery on 3rd down and 6. That's going to be a hold against Versailles. Well, so they're going to decline, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 6 here. As good as your defense is playing, 4th and 6, obviously a punting situation here.
Penalties decline, 4th down.
Yeah, this was a vital possession here for this Tigers offense. They really needed to do something to kind of flip the field. They started at their own 15-yard line, unable to get much going here, so they're going to have to punt deep from in their own end zone. And the Pintos are going to end up with most likely end up with some decent field position here to start their 3rd drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Matt. All Versailles really wanted to do there was a couple of 1st downs, get outside of this hole. Someone's wide open over here. That's a good punt this time for the Tigers, and takes a Tiger bounce. And that'll go out about the 44-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. California has it at their own 44-yard line. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time.
All right.
Back here on Lake TV, 1st and 10 California. Low pitch handled there by Friedmeyer. Cuts back across and Aiden Easton. And Michael Trotter in on the stop after about a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, this Pinto offense is just trying to stay consistent. They're trying to keep the ball on the ground. They realize this is a close game, so I realize the conservative play calling on both sides of the ball. And the Pintos are just going to look here to drive the ball down the field and pick up some more points.
Misdirection play. Dakota Henry lowers his head and he runs into a wall. That being the Versailles Tigers defense once again. Trotter, Easton, Ratcliffe, and Smith in on the stop. And those 4 names you call often for this Tigers defense.
I tell you what, I'm really impressed by this Tigers defense tonight. They came to play. They're doing an excellent job of stopping the run and just containing this Pintos offense all night long, deep here into the 3rd quarter.
Quarterback keeper, and he's going to be bottled up. The line of scrimmage. Tigers able to stay on with that option play, and it's Trotter, Smith, Randall, and Radcliffe. Hutchinson as well in on the stop, and the Tigers once again are going to force the Pintos into a punting situation.
What are the Pintos thinking here on 4th down, Will?
I think you have to punt it here for if you're California. Versailles not able to show you enough offensively that scares you, and your defense played well. That one through there, I'll tell you what, someone had an opportunity to block that. They kind of came through lacklusterly towards the end of that. Otherwise, that punt's blocked. Solid punt goes out about the 11-yard line. That's where Versailles takes over, 1st and 10. Deep in their own end again, partner.
Yeah, the Tigers' offense is really going to have to put something together here. Defense is doing a great job. Another big stop for them, a 3-and-out against this Pintos offense. And now the offense is backed up again in their own end zone. So look for them to put together a couple of drives. So pick up a couple of 1st downs in order to give themselves a space and flip the field position here and give their defense another chance.
You're exactly right, partner. Exactly what you got to do. Get a couple of 1st downs, flip this field position, and then if you're able to get a defensive stop like you have, then you have decent field position. They do not have that. So 7-10, 7-10. California the slight advantage. 2:38 left. Here's an inside give to Randall. He's got good yardage. He rumbles forward across the 25 down to the 26-yard line. We'll give him 15, maybe 16 yards, and that's a big time for Versailles 1st down.
Yeah, there's our spotlight player of the game coming through with his first big run of this evening. Good job picking up a 1st down, running aggressively. Exactly what we just talked about. They need to pick up a couple of 1st downs. It's exactly what Shane Randall does right there for the Tigers offense.
So we have an injured player on the field. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a poly lift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
It's a new look,
A new location.
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family owned. Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
Both teams came back from the half intent on keeping their opponents from putting any more points on the board. And thus far, it's been a very strong defensive second half for us. And one injury with Luke Freeman, number 10 from Versailles, off the field for the time being with an injury.
Here's the give now to Hutchinson. He's going to be bottled up after a couple-yard gain. Thanks for the update, Deb. And it was Luke Freeman, this young man for California, shaking up on the play. We'll try to find out what happened with him. Keep you updated as we know. So on the first down carry, we're going to give 3 to Hutchinson. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. So 1:43 left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 7. Connor under center. Rolls out, Kirby there, and he takes him down. Sam Kirby in the face of David Connor. That's a big loss. We're going to say loss of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, it's a tough play. Good play by the Pintos defense, getting after Connors, a quarterback for the Tigers. Looking to roll Connors out of the backfield, roll him out to his weak side. Unfortunately, he had a Pintos defender right in his face, and big loss of downs there for the Tigers offense.
So 3rd and forever. Connor now rolls to his right. Good protection. That one's intercepted by Wolken to the 25. Inside the 10, he lowers his head. Taken down by Connor inside the 5. And that is a big-time play by Jacob Wolken, this time on defense.
Yeah, another huge turnover. Going to be very, very vital to this game. Big turnover in your own, in your own red zone. So difficult play there for Connor. But what a play by Wolken, reading that play, coming up with a huge interception. And you could see he wanted to get that touchdown. He wanted to get in the end zone. He lowered his shoulder, was looking to get into that pick 6.
And I'll tell you what, he read the play the whole way. It was coming to the right side of the formation, and Wolken read and made eye contact with the quarterback, and Connor just never saw him there in the flat, and that was the easiest interception Wolken may ever have. So here's, the ball's on the turf, and the Tigers have it! Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. It was a muff snap, and the Tigers have it. I believe it was number 45, Devin Ratcliffe, who comes up with a fumble recovery. And I don't know what's going on, but on first down from inside the 10-yard line, they cannot figure out how to get the ball to Dakota Henry. It hits the turf, and Versailles comes up with a big, big takeaway when they needed it most.
Yeah, I cannot say enough about this Versales Tigers defense tonight. They have just been finding a way, scrapping and fighting for every play, coming up with another huge turnover. Pintos are about to punch the ball into the end zone inside their own 5-yard line. What a great job. What a huge play by the Tigers defense.
So 1st and 10 now. Tigers get a fresh set of downs. Connor takes a snap inside, give to Hutchinson, trying to get outside, and nice tackle by Traxel off the edge. He was being held and still made the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Tigers. Boy, I'll tell you what, that interception, you think just let him score, you'll get the ball back, and then look what the tackle by Connor ends up doing. They get a fumble, and so Versailles gets it back. Now they're going to see if they can't get their offense moving.
Yeah, this game is just going to come down. It looks like the one big play. Who's going to make that one last big play and come away with some points for their team? They're going to also come away with a victory.
Well, just 2 seconds left. They do get a snap off. Here's the pump fake. Connor lowers his shoulder, and he's taken down in the backfield for a sack. That's going to go for a loss of a couple. That's going to conclude the 3rd quarter of play. So after 3 quarters, your score, California 10, Versailles 7. It's a Tri-County Conference showdown. We got the 4th quarter on LakeTV after this.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's a passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back! Mention this Chances Are commercial on LakeTV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Back here on LakeTV, William Holtz and Matt Wamser, and we are about to start our 4th quarter of play, and it's 10-7. What a ball game we've got. Versailles faced with a 3rd down and long here, about 3rd and 12. But still, I mean, it was 10-0 early in the ball game. Looked like California was about to score. You get the defensive stop on the fumble recovery all the way to the house, and Versailles' defense been proving very, very tough, as has California's defense.
Yeah, it's been a great game, very competitive game on both sides of the football. The Tigers' defense has been impressive. The Pintos' defense has been impressive. We got a nice low-scoring game here. Offense have not been able to get too much going on either side of the football, so this game is going to come down to one big play, maybe on the defensive side of the football, and take your team home with a victory.
Yeah, both teams would love this ball game. Both teams sitting at 1-2 and just a win away from evening their record on the season. So here we are now, 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun is Connor, standing at his own goal line. Yeah, that's got to be an illegal motion. You can't have two guys in motion at the same time. So that'll be half the distance to the goal, and we'll replay 3rd down. That's just really a brain lapse where the Tigers can't afford to have an error like that at this point in the ball game. Okay, so actually Versailles gets a timeout right before the penalty. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protect.
Back here on Lake TV, and so Versailles gets a timeout in, so it's 3rd and 11. Uh-oh, Connor in trouble. Here's a little floater. He's got Dobbins, and Dobbins gets swung violently to the turf, and now you've got some extracurricular activity going on after the play. We see flags flying. We'll wait and let the refs settle this one out, but it was an incomplete pass. Versailles looking to set up a screen to Dobbins. Never really developed as California was all over it defensively, and we'll wait to see what the penalty flags indicate.
A slow, sluggish start here to this 4th quarter. And another penalty flag on the field. Let's see here what they got to call. Officials still talking this one over.
We have personal foul, white, personal foul, black. They all set, 4th down.
So you have offsetting personal fouls, both players getting into it, and I figure that might be the case. But now Brock is not happy, head coach of the Versales Tigers. He wants to talk to one of the officials. He saw something that was probably rather blatant, and I will tell you one thing about Coach Silvers. His number one concern is the safety of his players, and if you feel like that's in jeopardy, then he will do anything and everything to make sure he protects his kids. That's one thing you love about the young coach. No one cares more about his players than Brock Silvers, and he doesn't look happy with the explanation given to him by the official. But to no avail, it's 4th and 11, and Versailles finds himself in a punting situation here to start the 4th quarter. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of tough teams. These guys really duking it out.
Personal foul, white, dead ball, personal foul, black. They all set, 4th down.
That's what we already heard, I thought. So 4th down and 11 after the offsetting personal foul penalties. And Versailles probably going to be forced to punt, backed up deep in their own end. So Connor out of the punt formation. Oh, that one very nearly blocked. Short punt. That one
looks like we
takes
might have a penalty running into the kicker. Another flag in the end zone.
The big thing is here whether it's going to be a running into the kicker, which is just a 5-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. So it'll be 4th and 7, and Versailles will be forced to punt again. Had it been roughing the kicker, then it would have been an automatic first down. One of the big rules change at the high school level, they changed that you now have running into the kicker as well.
Yeah, Connors didn't hit the turf or anything like that. It might just be the 5-yard variety.
Of course, this all speculation by Matt and I here in the booth. We'll wait to see what they call officially. Yeah, so 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th and 7. Versailles will get an opportunity to punt it. And what I'm not sure is, with as close as California's got to block the punt, how come the punter for Versailles is not lining up about 3 or 4 yards deeper? Because Connors has not had time to get off a clean punt all night long. This front 5 on the special teams unit for punt return for California is having no problems blowing through the line, especially on that left edge over there. It looked like someone was roaming free. Don't tell me the Tigers are going for it. This time Connor gets off a decent punt that bounces at the 30. Then takes a California bounce and bounces at about the 30-yard line. So just a 22-yard punt. And that's where California takes over 1st and 10 at the Versailles 30-yard line. So partner, if Versailles defense wanted a test, here you go.
Yeah, they've had a test all night. They've been answering the call. Great game we've got here tonight, just 10-7. The Pintos leading it here late into the 4th quarter. The Tigers with another defensive stand here, looking to step up and keep their team in the ball game here tonight.
So Wilkin under center now, wishbone set for the Pintos. He takes the snap now. It's the give to Friedmeier. Puts his head down, rumbles forward, taken down there after a couple-yard gain. Trotter in on the stop for the Tigers. Also in on the stop, Devin Ratcliffe and big Aiden Easton. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 now. So 11:07 left here in the ball game. California has it 2nd and 6 at the Versailles 27-yard line. Wishbone set for the Pintos. Wilkin under center. Takes the snap. Here's the give now. Gage Smith in on the stop after a minimal gain. We're going to give ball carrier about 3 or 4 on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. So 3rd down and 3 now. Big time stand here for the Versailles defense. They've been able to hold California on 3rd down thus far in the second half. So Wilkin under center now. It's the give to Friedmeier. Lead blockers there. Taken down, and it's Devin Ratcliffe with the stop. Big Devin Ratcliffe off the block and stops the ball carrier just a yard shy of the 1st down marker. And I'll tell you what, Devin Ratcliffe, an all-district, all-conference player from a year ago, shows why with that play. 4th and 1, and you can expect the Versailles faithful to get loud. Wishbone set, Wilkin under center. Friedmeier outside, and Gage Smith stops from the backfield for a 2-yard loss, and Versailles takes over on downs. Oh, baby! Gage Smith shows why he's one of the leaders on this team defensively and on the offensive line, and what a stop he made on 4th down.
This Tigers defense has been answering the call all night. Once again here, huge 4th down stop. 4th and 1 for the Pintos inside the Tigers' red zone, and what do? Drop them for a loss of yardage. What a huge play. The defense crowded the line of scrimmage, knew the run was coming, made a huge play, turnover on downs. Tigers offense back on the field.
Who would have thought on 4th and 1, Corey Friedmeier able to get the 1. As a matter of fact, he loses a couple. Connor out of the shotgun. And now we're going to have a timeout by Versailles. That could loom big later in the ball game. So with 9:44 left in the game, the Pintos lead the Tigers 10-7. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on LakeTV.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
It's a new look.
A new location,
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned. Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
Back here on Lake TV, I'm William Holtz, and nice job by the Versailles defense, and the Versales Tigers are back on offense now. .944 out of the shotgun is Connor. Takes the snap now, rolls to his left, into the flat now, pulls up. Now he's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit there. Pushing him out of play is Wolken, and Connor has about one on the play. So Connor with minimal gain on first down brings up 2nd down and 10 now. Connor's going to line up under center. He's got Hutchinson and Randall in the backfield with him. Oh, that was inside give, and here's Randall. Trying to get outside, and he will across the 30. He's across the 40, and he's pushed out there. That's a big-time gain. We're going to give him 15 yards, and that's a Tiger first down on the play. So 15 yards and a big Tiger first down, Matt, and that's Spotlight Player of the game, Mr. Randall on the carry.
Yeah, Randall coming up with another big run here. What timing, too, late into the fourth quarter. Versailles Tigers offense on the move a little bit, picking up a couple of first downs. Let's see if they can take it down and try to give their team the lead or tie the ball game.
So Hutchinson now comes off. Under center, once again is Connor. Connor the inside give, and that one, anytime you see that makes it nervous. Randall does carry the pile for about one, but partner, I'll tell you what, a game the snap looked very uncomfortable in the process, had me holding my breath.
Yeah, I'm never too fond of the plays where the running back gets the ball and he's got both feet, he's at a standstill. He's got both feet planted. He's got to get all his momentum back going. So good job there just pushing the scrum and picking up positive yardage on first down.
So 2nd down and 8 now inside of 9 minutes to play. 8:38 on the clock. Versailles has it at their own 41-yard line, 2nd and 8. Connor the give, that's Dobbins now. He has one, maybe two, up to about the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down now for the Tigers.
So what is Versailles thinking here, Will? 3rd down, 7, late in the fourth quarter.
I'd personally love to see some kind of play action into the flat. Maybe get Randall coming out of the fullback position off the play action, opening up in the flat. It is a play action. Friedmeier looking for Connor and able to get him. Connor stays alive, now throws, and that one's knocked away on the play. Look like Meisenheimer in on the play. No, Jacob Adams actually breaks that one up, so that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8. Really, Connor did a nice job extending the play, but no Tiger really streaked open as California stayed home defensively and did a nice job on that.
Yeah, the Tigers in another 4th and long situation here. They've been getting pressure on the punter all night long. Let's see what special teams has in store here on this play. It's getting crucial here late into the fourth quarter. Big play is going to win this football game.
Good. Connor, there's a good punt. That very good punt. That takes a very big Versailles bounce. A nice job. They're going to get it out the 7-yard line. So beautiful punt that time by Connor, all the way from the 37-yard line, all the way down to the 7. So we're going to give him a 56-yard punt officially. And boy, was that a big one when Versailles needed it. So California has it deep inside their own end with a slim lead. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on Lake TV.
Lake TV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.
Back here on Lake TV, I'll tell you what a ball game we've had tonight, Matt. Not a lot of scoring. As a matter of fact, the last score we had was in the second quarter when David Connor picked up the fumble recovery and took it 60 yards to the house, and Connor has had an outstanding ball game tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of points on the board, but the competitive spirit of these players on the football field, they are fighting for every inch out there. They both realize that this game is not over yet, and that one big play is going to swing this thing in either team's direction. So,
and California backed up deep in their own end. They have it 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. Here's Wolken now outside. He's across the 20, taken down from behind. That's Randall in on the stop, and not before Wolken has 25 yards and a big California first down.
Number 11, Jacob Walker, quarterback keeper. Brought down by Shane Randall, number 32 for the Tigers. At the Pinto 31-yard line, Game gives California a 1st and 10.
Defense! We got officials, timeout.
So an official timeout, and Wolken a big run when California needed it. They have not been moving the ball very effectively here in the second half against the Versales Tigers defense. But look upon your veteran leader. That's junior quarterback Jacob Wolken in a big situation with the quarterback run. And like we said, partner, 25 yards gives his team a little breathing room as they were backed up deep inside their own end.
yeah, the Pintos offense has been having a tough time putting points on the board tonight. They've been moving the ball relatively effectively. They probably have a lot of yardage here picked up tonight, but unfortunately not a lot of points to show for it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and just got alerted from our production assistant, Ross Reinhardt. That now puts Wolken up over the century mark for the night, so that's consecutive games for him. Friedmeier trying to get outside, taken down in the backfield by a swarm of Tigers. That's a 7-yard loss, partner. And there's Trotter Smith. Also had Randall in on the stop, and I'll tell you what, Versailles defense, very, very overwhelming.
Yeah, the old cliche, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Big play by the Pintos offense. Then losing a ton of yards on first down. Bring it up 2nd and 17 here.
And only 6:35 left in the ball game, so every yard that much more critical at this point in time. Wolken out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to put his head down and try to keep it. He's got good yardage. Still going before being taken down there across the 40. Gage Smith with a touchdown-saving tackle. That's 19 yards, and that's a big-time first down. Wolken once again finds himself with a big gain.
Yeah, Wolken's taking over. It looks like he wants to do it with his feet tonight. He's just taking what that Versailles Tigers defense is, what little they're giving up tonight, and he's trying to put together a game-scoring drive here late into the fourth quarter.
Versailles defense, not a lot of answer for Wolken on the ground. They've been tough on the option, but Wolken now finding some room. Here's the inside give. First guy misses, but then he's taken down. Interior lineman big Aiden Easton wraps his big old paws around Friedmeier and takes him down after a gain of 2.
California will have 2nd down and 7 from their own 46.
Versailles defense bringing pressure. Wolken now has a lot of room, has had his head down and Once again, Gage Smith able to get him, but not before he has another first down. He's up to the 43-yard line. And that's going to be good for about 11 yards. And Wolken just eating up yardage in chunks. Wolken now, he's going to keep on the read option, gets through the first layer, and there goes Wolken, taken down by Schroeder, but once again, it's Wolken. Big gain. We're going to give him 13 yards up to the Versailles 30-yard line. And Wolken now well over the 150-yard mark on the night, and he's come up big when this team certainly needs him. Have gotten confused a couple of times, a couple of Versailles kids wearing yellow cleats, and every time I see them, I believe there's a flag on the play, but not the case. So 1st and 10 now, ball at the Versailles 30-yard line. Inside 5 minutes to play. Wolken out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split both sides of your screen. The give to Friedmeier. He's got some yardage taken down there by Hyman after a gain of about 5.5. We'll give him 5. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 now for the Pintos offense. No sense of urgency here for Coach Albertson's squad. They got the lead. And we're inside of 4.5 minutes to play, so the clock's certainly proving to be working against the Tigers at this point in time. So 2nd down and 5, ball's at the 25. Wolken remains out of the shotgun. Friedmeier in the backfield with him. Friedmeier started early. It's going to be an illegal motion. Wolken trying to push the pile. He will, as about 8 or 9 yards. This one's going to come back on an illegal motion or illegal shift by Corey Friedmeier in the backfield. Started just a bit early. Illegal shift on Friedmeier. I saw it as soon as it happened. He started just a little early. That'll bring up a 5-yard, or that'll back him up 5 yards, bring up 2nd down and 10. Boy, Versailles in need of a big defensive play. California in need of a 1st down. So 2nd down and 10 now. Wolken remains out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to tuck and run. And Gage Smith delivers a very, very tough blow into the gut of Wolken. He limits him to 2. Gage Smith having himself a wonderful evening thus far tonight. So 3rd and 7. Big time situation for the Tiger defense.
Tackle after a gain of 3 by Gage Smith for the Tigers. Tiger fans, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7 now. Wolken takes the snap. Steps up, airing out. Looking to the end zone. Looking for his man, and that falls incomplete. Knocked away on the play by number 3, Nick Wheaton. Had an opportunity to pick that up. And it looked like Freeman, he was injured earlier, able to get back into play and knock that away. Not really sure if that's the play call you go with on 3rd and 7 late in the ball game. Taking a shot to the end zone, that's going to stop the clock. And it's going to force California into a 4th and 7. Now it's decision time from the 27-yard line. That'd be about a 44-yard field goal. Magana certainly has the leg. We did see him miss a 33-yarder earlier. And the offense remains on the field. This is a huge 4th down situation. Wolken takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Looking. He's going to be taken down from behind. And guess who? Shane Randall, our spotlight player of the game, comes up with the quarterback sack. And the Versales Tigers are going to get it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line with an opportunity to march down the field and win the game.
Yeah, Shane Randall coming up with another huge, we talked about in the pregame show, another huge play, another tackle for a loss at just the right time. 4th down, 4th and 7. Pinto's looking to try to close this thing out. Another first down, run some more time off the clock. Shane Randall comes up with a huge play, gives the Tigers the ball back.
Here's your situation. 2:50 left in the ball game. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Going to be a little delayed draw for the quarterback. There's Hans. There's Connor across midfield, across the 40, and he's taken down at about the 23-yard line. And it's David Connor who gives the Tigers a big gain. All the way down to the 24-yard line. We're going to give him 44 yards and a Tiger first down. Oh, baby. David Connor already having himself a ball game, and it's a delayed draw on the call from Coach Brock Silvers, and it works to perfection. Connor very nearly went the distance. If it wasn't for Alex Meisenheimer making his way back into the play late, that one's a score. Nonetheless, it's a 43-yard run on the legs of David Connor. What a time for that. Under center is Connor. And we're going to have a... All right, it's going to be a legal procedure.
Lots of substitutions going in on that from the Tigers sideline. I'm not really sure what the call is.
Coach Silver's not happy. The thing is, he has a official on the near sideline here right next to him, explaining what's going on to him. Yeah, Coach Silver's none too happy, and I'm not exactly sure what the call is on the play, but Coach Silver's heated, to say the least. And every yard counts. I mean, 5 yards out of field goal range, that much further away from.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger's Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger's Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger's Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
Prior to the game, Coach Brock Silvers told his team to stick with it because big things happen when you stay in the game, and indeed they have here toward deep into the second half. Minutes in the second half, the Pintos were threatening to score until Versailles broke up a pass reception in the end zone. The team got on board and came back with a quarterback sack, compliments of Shane Randall. The ball back in hand, Versailles quarterback took it to the 25-yard line, held onto it, ran it back to the 25-yard line. Yep, when you stay in the game, good things happen.
On the carry.
First down for Versailles.
We have 106 remaining in the game. It's a first down. Versailles has the ball on the 12-yard line.
They don't have audio yet. Number 32,
Shea Randall runs it through to the gains a few yards. And we're under 30 seconds here, heading into the end of this home game for the Versales Tigers versus the California Pintos, where Versailles is trying to come back and take the lead. And we have a timeout on the field with only 13 seconds in the last half. Stay with LakeTV Sports here in Versailles. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Taylor Dobbins, the Tiger ball carrier. Brought down inside the 1 yard line. Touchdown!
Yes, and
are you kidding me? With 3 seconds left, the Versales Tigers pull ahead 13-10. We got markers all over the field. We had technical difficulties. We apologize, and we're going to wait for the official call. Oh, my goodness. Gambling here in Versailles, Missouri. And it's Shane Randall punches it in from the 1-inch line, and the Versales Tigers just seconds away from upsetting the California Pintos right here in Versailles, Missouri. Do you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? It was 10-0 halfway through the second quarter, and it looked like it was going to be all California Pintos. Now, Versailles is going to have some problems on the kickoff. You get an unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct, the kickoff is going to get pushed back 15 yards, and what that does is it gives the opportunity for California to set up some kind of return. But what a ball game we've had here tonight, Deb.
I am just absolutely amazed at how these kids stuck with it. The coach told them stay in there, big things happen, and man, they know how to make big things happen.
And now Bowman, the extra point is up. The extra point is good, and Versailles, 14-10, are just moments away from knocking off the California Pintos. We'll be right back on LakeTV after this.
It's a new look.
A new location.
But the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned. Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
back here on Lake TV. William Holtz right here on the sideline, down and personal, up and close, and it's kickoff time right back here. The Tigers still work to do because with 3 seconds left and with the unsportsmanlike conduct, what you have is a situation where they're going to back it up 15 yards, and so you're going to have to protect against something of gimmick on the return, and also that a fair catch here gives an opportunity, a gimmick play, and it would give an opportunity to call a fair catch and then maybe take a shot to the end zone. Sam Bowman set to do the kicking. Freeman and Henry back to return deep for the Pintos. Bowman now set to kick. It's a squib kick, bounces inside midfield, handled by Freeman inside the 40 at the 39. And so you're going to have 1 second on the clock. You're going to have time for one play right here. So with ball game on the line, you're going to see the Versales Tigers in a prevent defense, and what you're going to see is California try to pull off the improbable. One play left, and I'll tell you what, so far tonight you've seen gimmicks all over the field, a night full of surprises. You just don't know what you're going to get at any given moment, and so this one's not quite over, but the Tigers are on the verge of knocking off the California Pintos, and this crowd is ruckus. And we're going to have a penalty here, which could be, whoa, this will be interesting. Dead ball foul. No.
Prior to the penalty, we got timeout, white.
So California burns the timeout. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes,
increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's a passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Chances are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 19. Back here on Lake TV, ball game on the line. One play, Wolken out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. Pressure by Trotter. Trotter's trying to get to him. Outside, Wolken scrambles. In the flat, he's got Freeman. Freeman now across the 40, trying to make guys miss left and right. It's over. The Versales Tigers have beat the California Pintos 14-10, and they even the record at 2-2. Let's look at them gather at the field. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe it? And the Tigers, in the most improbable ways, find a way to knock off the California Pintos. We will be right back on Lake TV after this.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protection.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. off Highway 5 in Versailles and now Highway 52 in Stover.
Lake TV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.
William Holtz with Lake TV, joined by head coach Brock Silvers. Victorious tonight, Coach. What an effort by your team. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, you know, the first drive there, our defense kind of got roasted. They were doing a good job down blocking on Shane Randall, running speed option, and we made a small adjustment. And really from there, our defense played great. Obviously, David Connor with the scoop and score, and our offense came through when we absolutely had to have it. You know, we were struggling there all night offensively, but you know, we got the win, and that's all that really matters.
One play that sticks out to me tonight, game-changing play. After David throws the interception, he made an incredible tackle to save the touchdown. If Wilkin scores on that, it doesn't matter. And he makes the stop, we get the ball back, and you have a chance to win the game. Talk about that effort by Connor after throwing the pick.
Yeah, he's a full-effort guy all the time, you know, and I knew he was so mad at himself that he probably would have made the turnover next time anyway. You know, he did a good job one time at Knob Noster. He had a punt. And our punt return, he's a punter. Last guy to make a play on the one, trying to rip it out, almost got it out. So he's a guy that does what you ask him to do all the time. He's a great kid. Couldn't be more proud of the kid.
Yeah, incredible ball game for him. But you touched on it, and now I want to talk about it in depth. The defensive effort for your kids tonight after that first series was unbelievable. Talk about how you guys did that.
And we subbed 14 different guys in, rotating different personnels and stuff. You know, I was disappointed how we were so excited on that big run by David that we didn't get a sub package there, got a penalty, and right there at the end we created. That was a whole new play. That sweep right there we've never had before, but our kids were smart enough to put him in spots, let him make a play, and then David called the own quarterback sneak on his own. I had nothing to do with that, so that was awesome for our kids to come through and do that.
Coach, what a win. You guys now sit at 2-2. This is truly what you envisioned when you took over 4 years ago here. This is what you knew you could build, and it's starting to come to fruition.
Yeah, this is where I want to be. No doubt about it, William. The crowd was great tonight. Our kids are outstanding here. It's just going to take a while to build. We got back in the weight room. We had a couple guys go to nationals for power meet. Did really well, and we got young kids, you know, so it's exciting. You know, we got Warsaw coming up, but that's going to kind of help us out in our district standings. No matter what, we're going to probably be ahead of California, no matter how the rest of the season goes, to where maybe we're hosting a playoff game, and that's been our goal all along. If you look at any of the stuff I've ever said, our host playoff game would be a goal for us, and then, you know, district championship, state championship down the line. That's always the ultimate goal, but we're going to take our first goal from there. So first conference win for us over California, I think in 7 years, so that's pretty awesome for our kids.
It has been. First in your tenure, Coach. It's got to feel good. I tip my cap to you because I'm going to let you go celebrate with the team, but I'll tell you what, I have not seen that sound of a tackling effort out of a Versailles team in a very, very long time.
Yeah, William, I came here and I did a terrible job my first couple years. I thought it was about play calls. You know, first time as a head coach, you want to draw up these cool plays and stuff, but it's all about tackling and blocking. And I was too young to know any better. And finally, after our effort at Fulton, I said, you know, screw it. We need, or pardon my language there, but we've got to be able to tackle better. So we've done 2 hours of tackling drills every single day or every single week, and just doing individual drill, and it's obviously paid off. Our kids now believe in that they can do anything.
Congratulations, Coach. Go celebrate this with your team. Good luck the rest of the way. Thanks, brother. That is head coach Brock Silvers, the Versales Tigers. And you got to love being a Versales Tiger if you are, because 2-2 may not be a lot to you, but boy, is it sitting pretty. For Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. We'll be back after this.
It's a new look,
a new location,
but the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home
and discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned. Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia.
It's time for the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln Postgame Show. Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, your one-stop shop for the most stylish set of new wheels. Now back to the booth with William.
Congrats, buddy. Good stuff. How's that feel, man? Really great. I thought the best. Oh, we're on. I was just congratulating tonight's Lake Regional Health System player of the game, my good buddy David Connor, starting quarterback. Also, big-time defensive plays all over the field tonight from the safety or quarterback position. David, how you feeling, brother?
Oh, I feel just tremendous, you know, not to only have 3 wins last year and already have 2 this year. It's an amazing feeling.
And then to get the big conference win against California. You're 0 for 3 against this team since you've been in high school. Actually, 0 for 4 in 2014. You lost in the districts as well. I want to know what was going through your head when you threw the late interception in the ball game, and then you get back in the play and make a tackle on Jacob Wolkin. If you don't stop him from scoring, the following fumble never takes place. Ball game's probably over. What's going through your mind after you throw that interception?
Last year, my coach Daniel Edson, he would always tell us, you know, you're gonna throw interceptions, you're gonna make mistakes. You got to get through that, and as soon as I threw it, at first I was like, ugh, ready to pout, think about giving up, and then I heard him say that. That's basically what happened. He said, you got to get back out there.
I'll tell you what, the tackle's so huge because as a football guy, you love stories like that because I know as a quarterback, it's all about leading your team to victory, and a late interception like that, it'd be easy to fold, but you didn't. You fought off a couple of blockers. You got to Wolken, you stopped him. If you don't do that, it's ball game. So kudos for that, and then some big, big-time tackles in the backfield. What did you think about the matchup you guys had with the Pintos tonight?
Honestly, at the beginning, I thought it was pretty tough. I thought they might have had us because I wasn't sure how we were playing, but we came out in the second half, played how we actually can play, and it showed.
Got the ball back inside of 2 minutes to go, an opportunity to win the game if the quarterback can drive his team down the field. Not only does he do it, punches it in emphatically with your man Randall, and you guys get to celebrate a victory. Where do you rank this in your sports career?
Definitely at the top. Yeah, number one.
Number one, it's star quarterback and secondary member for the Versales Tigers, David Connor. Tigers victorious. They move to 2-2. They'll be right back here next week against Warsaw. David, go celebrate the victory. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, Will.
Take care, man. David Connor, what a ball game he had tonight. We'll be right back here on LakeTV to wrap up the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show after this. Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Lori is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Lori, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back! Mention this Chances Are commercial on Lake TV and receive $2 off the appetizer of your choice.
You want a dock that'll withstand the wakes from a million boats? You want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want a custom-built dock from Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock has been consistently voted best dock builder at the Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. Ozarks Barge and Dock. We build the strongest docks on the lake.
Is it time for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? At Power Custom in Gravois Mills, we can help you select a firearm that's perfectly suited to you. We offer a state-mandated class that will teach you how to handle your pistol, carry it, store it, and even fire it on our firing range. Choose from Power Custom's large selection of major firearms manufacturers. We can also service and repair your pistol or rifle in our state-of-the-art shop. Power Custom, putting your firearm safety in our hands.
So what's important to you is protection.
Tired of the same boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all your favorites on the menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. And our fun, family-friendly atmosphere can now be enjoyed at Veracruz Jr. off Highway 52 in Stover. Perfect for all occasions. Stop in either location to enjoy authentic Mexican cuisine, or call to place a takeout order. Off Highway 5 in Versailles, and now Highway 52 in Stover.
Back here at Audrey J. Walton Sports Complex in Versailles, Missouri, William Holtz, Ross Reinhardt didn't get an opportunity to roll with Ross tonight, but we got him on our Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show. Ross, what a ball game to be part of, huh?
That was exciting. That was super exciting all the way down to the end. Man, Versailles pulled that one out. That was amazing.
What was probably stood out to me most tonight was, that first series, Wolken ran for almost 70 yards. He had the touchdown, and it looked like, man, Versailles is going to have a hard time containing this high-powered offense. They hung 33 points on the week before to Warsaw, and it was just adjustments by the defensive staff by Versailles, because I was talking with some of the coaches and some of the staff members down here with Versailles, and they said that option play, it worked the first couple of times, but when do you remember the option working after the first quarter?
It did not very often after that, and that was actually absolutely the tail of the tape today. Was first half, the Versailles came out with less than 50 yards offense. Everything they had was on defense, holding them in there with the fumble recovery and return. And then second half, complete opposite. California ended up with very little yardage, and Versailles put it on them.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great ball game tonight, and you know, we thought these teams had an opportunity to be pretty evenly matched coming in tonight, but like we said, with the way it started, it had you wondering, is California going to have their number? And you know the way momentum is in sports, especially in football, and after that fumble recovery, it really seemed like the rest of the night belonged to the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the major points of it was actually after that fumble recovery for the touchdown, calling 2 timeouts before kicking the ball off, giving his guys time to rest and recuperate before getting out there and kicking it off for the last minute and a half of that first half. That was crucial to get them out there fresh, ready to go.
Yeah, great point. And that's something Coach Silvers does a lot of. He does things that are unorthodox, and you do that, and you're right. Your defense was out there. It was a pretty good drive by California. They put together a string of probably about 7 or 8 plays, and so Versailles' defense had been on the field. Then you get that play in counter after dead sprint, and if you don't call those timeouts, they're going to be timeouts. They're going to be gassed, and about anything could happen.
Absolutely, they could have lost it right there, and instead they were still in it going into the half, which that's the momentum that you come back out with, and you're like, hey, we were down, we're right back in it right now, and I think that's what really pushed them through.
Yeah, and I mean, Ross, the great thing about it is both teams came in with a lot to prove tonight, and it's Versailles' home opener. They had a tough start to the year. They get to go on the road to Knob Noster, knock them off, but then you have to play, Fulton, who's tough. We had them against Osage, and then you got to travel to Blair Oaks, and really to only lose at Blair Oaks 36-0, that's kind of a moral victory in itself, but I've got to tell you, this is Brock Silver's 5th year of the program, and we talked about by the 3rd, 4th, 5th year you start to see a coach's program. This man, your football coach, you can appreciate it. He came in here, told everyone exactly what he was going to do. He didn't hide anything. He was going to change the complexion of the program, and he's done that, and he's done it in such a way that people of Versailles can not just be proud, but they can be emphatic about.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you love about a coach is when they come in, they do what they want to do, their type of play, their type of atmosphere, and they stick with it. Even through the tough times, you want to stick with it and you want to get those guys going because the more you change as a coach, the less your players back you. These players with him being here 5 years, these are the guys, these are the seniors that have been with him from the start. He's the only coach they know, so they're working his program as he wants it run. So I would say this year's probably going to be a pretty good year for them.
Yeah, and you just root for guys that care about their players, and there's not many players around the area that you want to root for more than a guy like Brock Silvers. For the entire Lake TV crew, Ross, Ricky, Ashley, Andrew, Bob, everyone back in the booth. You got Cameron, you've even got Matt Wamser, and our good buddy shooting photography from the field, Mark Sherman with Melanie Sherman Photography. Check him out online because that guy has some incredible shots from tonight's ball game, one that you don't want to miss the replay of. Watch Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. For Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. It's not goodbye, just good night.
It's a new look.
A new location.
But the same family-owned way of doing business.
Stop by and see our new home.
And discover how we'll go above and beyond to serve you even better.
We're family-owned. Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia.
Lake TV's High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, IV, Polylift, Rick Ball Ford, Lincoln, and Sedalia, Lake Regional Health System, Veracruz, Ozark Barge and Dock, Power Customs, and Chances Are.